Hey, everybody. Hello. All right, I'm going to quickly do the intro and then we'll get to everything else. Okay, so hey, welcome to Messages for Collective. My name is Kayla and I'm so happy that you're here for this all 12 signs reading. Whatever comes out, we're just gonna read the cards. Everything will be time-stamped in the comments below. If you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. I'm in the process of setting up a website, so I'm kind of like, and I don't know what I'm doing, so it's, it is what it is, right? It'll happen. So we're getting there. Also, we have a subscriber giveaway. So on any of my videos, comment a crystal ball and the topic you would like covered. And on the 3rd of every month, we're going to pick a winner and then you'll get your reading. It's going to be a 30-minute pre-recorded reading and you'll get your reading on the 4th. Unless some crazy shit happens or I happen to, like, if it had just, you know what I'm saying. I love you guys too. So yeah, go to the videos, any one of them, comment what you want to hear about in the crystal ball, and we will be doing our first giveaway in like 4 days, 3 days, something like that. My birthday's on the 2nd. Isn't that crazy? I'm not going to tell you how old I'm going to be. We're going to pretend I'm turning 21. I get to drink alcohol for the first time. Well, I mean, not legally. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing great. I'm so happy that you guys are here. I love you guys too. The Discord thing trips me out. I'm still working on wrapping my mind around it. Yeah. 20. I know, right? 21. Yay. What's up, Derek? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jamie, Sue. I know Shan said they're busy. I'm not sure what they're doing, but that's all good. That's all good. They'll be back. All right. So anyway, yeah, I need to get, I'll take care of the Discord messages. It's not going to be until tomorrow, though. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Because by the time I get done with everything online today, I won't. Okay. You know what I really need? A friend to help me set up a website because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, it's taking me forever because I'm like literally so illiterate when it comes to setting up some type, like the website, even though they're like, oh, we'll do it for you. Right. And I paid and I good, but no, it didn't work for what I need it for. I need something basic, just basic, where, you know what I mean? Like where payments can be taken, where people can schedule readings, where there's, I just need basic. And it's like, it was ridiculous. Anyway, we're working on it. It's all coming together. All right. I'm going to go ahead and timestamp Aries and we're going to get into it. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here. All right. So we'll do it like that. All right, Aries. All right, whatever comes out for Aries. You know what I want to do? I'm going to do this a little bit different. Today, I'm going to throw one oracle card for each sign. And then after that, we'll go with the tarot. What is this tree thing? I watered a tree. I think it was in something I saw for yours, Jeannie. I have no idea what the tree thing is. Dawn, yours. Hey, Sandra, what's up? Dawn, I swear to God, you need to be taking care of yourself. I hope that's what you're doing first and foremost, but I appreciate you being here. Okay, let's see. I'm glad you're excited, Derek. I'm excited too. I wonder if it's for something else, but let's hope it's for this reading. Okay, whatever comes out. Tell me what Aries needs to know right now, and I may re-timestamp that at 4, just so Aries doesn't have to wait. All right. What does Aries need to know right now? What energy can help Aries the most at this moment? Being playful. How do you interact with the universe? How do you interact with life and energy? How do you interact with life and energy? Be playful. What's up, Dana? Hey, Gladys. Welcome. Be playful. This is talking about Aries. Which Aries? This, I don't think I have to tell you this, Aries. If anyone's playful, it's Aries, okay? Fire signs are just that way, but specifically Aries and Leo, probably some of the most playful, but I wonder if it's more on like following your heart, knowing that the energy will come back to you, and also thinking outside of the box. Like, which again, I feel like I don't need to tell Aries that. I wonder if it's about confidence more than anything. I wonder also if this has to do with relationships and like how you interact in relationships, right? You know, the 2 always gives me relationships. And then the 7 is emotions. But at the end of the day, those break down to a 9. And so it could be just patterns, because I see that wallpaper and I think pattern because it's stripes. And I think pattern. And I wonder if it's patterns are ending, patterns of how you've been interacting with life, relationships, other people, the opposite sex or whatever, same sex. It's up to you. Like, I'm no judging. I'm just not wanting to exclude anybody. It goes all the way. It's about following your heart. It's about truly following your heart, though, and knowing that you can get your heart's desire, knowing that if you ask for something, it will be presented to you. It's like when I think exchanging gifts, I think of the universe and you, right? And I think you giving something, right? And then the universe giving something back. So it's like, what are your interactions with the energy around you? And then if you think about that, think about Christmas Day, right? And you guys, and you and the universe living together, and you're having your first Christmas together, or you're having your 10th Christmas. I don't give a fuck. It's somebody's Christmas, or however long it's been, right? And then they're going to gift you something and you're going to gift them something. What's up, Valerie? And then how does that, what do you think the gift would be? And how are you, thank you so much, Sandra. What would the universe gift you? Like, and it depends on the energy you've put out there. It depends on what you've and how you've put it out there. Has it been stressful and yucky and you're bogged down, you think everything's awful? Or has it been like you're not following your dreams, things like that? Now we go the opposite end. What if it's that you are like, you know what, I can have whatever I want, and I'm just going to be excited about everything that I get. And like, it's funny because when you have excitement, other exciting things happen, right? So no expectations, great things happen. Feels like, I wonder what that Christmas would look like between you and the universe. Like, how would that? And then also, what about relationships, current relationships that you're in? What are you putting into it? And then what are you expecting out of it? I don't know. We're going to leave it there. We're going to move on to tarot and find out a little more about what we're talking about here. Tell me whatever comes out for Aries. Whatever comes out for Aries, please. Give me Aries energy. Give me what they need to know, especially with this exchanging gifts. Break this down for us and make us understand exactly where we're going with this. Wow, isn't that crazy? The Queen of Wands is the first card out, an Aries card. The Queen of Wands is such a fiery energy. This is a, here's the thing about the Queen of Wands. She is a major manifester. She's got she's determined, she's focused, super independent, usually confident. A lot of times it can be more on the outside than it is necessarily on the in. But that's everybody. So don't feel weird about that, Aries. That's everybody. All right. So this is also maybe how you give to the other people in your life. Ooh, okay. Okay. See, when we're talking about exchanging gifts, I'm looking at you and another individual, and I'm wondering if between the two of you, there's some type of betrayal, or now this isn't necessarily going to be love, but it absolutely could be. There's some type of betrayal or lies or scheme. And it feels like when we're talking about exchanging gifts, and I said, what would that Christmas look like? And now we have the Justice card out here. And it's saying either you're not being honest with somebody or just putting it on the line, laying it out on the line. Instead of trying to be like strategic or quiet or not say anything and just like move about, it feels like there's a need to speak. It feels like you can only get deception from deception. The gift you get is what you've put in. It could be anything. It could be, so there's the gift, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so what ends up happening, it feels like with this, and this, like, it could be a relationship, but I feel like there's a need for honesty right now, like the need for honesty. because what you're going to end up getting out of this is if you're deceptive with people or you're not honest with people, they're going to hand you the map to get the fuck out of their life. Okay, just saying. Now this can sound however it wants to sound, but I'm going to be dead ass honest with you. They're going to say, here's the map to get the fuck down the road and take a left and hit the mountains or wherever you got to go. That's the opposite side of where I'm at. Like, there needs to be honesty. And maybe this is what you're doing, Aries. Maybe Aries is going, you know what? You've lied to me for the last time. I'm sick and fucking tired of you. And here's the map to go down the road to get away from me as far as you can get. Just keep on moving. Look, I put a map all the way across the world. Now go. Now I made sure you could find every route. I'll give you whatever money you need to get there. Go hit the bricks, right? Feels like for some of you, it's going to be friendships. For others of you, it's going to be what you thought was a friend ended up not being. For some of you, this is a person who was that could have been a relationship. It's like, but again, we go back to exchanging gifts, and it makes me wonder if there's been a mindset that's been going on of how you interact with others. Maybe there's an expectation that you're going to be let down. Oh, this person's going to fuck me over anyway, so it's like it doesn't really matter, right? Well, it does matter, my love. It does matter. It's like, instead of looking at the worst of a situation, maybe trying to look at it from the best possible angle, the most loving angle. That's I love Aries. I love you, Aries, but I don't feel like that's like necessarily an Aries thing to do. That would be kind of, because Aries is about like, they're fiery, they're quick to, like, if you screw an Aries over, they're just going to toss you. It's just what it is. Your buys that we don't, no pass go, no collect $200, hit the bricks. I'm done. You're done. We're done. It may be like kind of an energy of needing to be really honest with this person, or this person needing to be really honest with you. I wonder if with that 4 of Cups underneath the Queen of Wands, by the time this person is honest with you, you may be looking the other direction and not even in it. You might be like, nah, bruh, nah. Sorry. Bro, sis, ma'am, sir. Sorry. Hey, what's up, Tommy? How's it going? Yeah, there's something spiritual about this. Reminds me of the exchanging gifts card. There's something about being able to get past deception, but instead of getting past it, we're holding on to it. For any relationship, we're holding on to it. And because we're holding on to it, it's going worse. It's like you don't want it to go bad. I feel very strongly here that Aries don't want this to go bad, or that this person doesn't want it to go bad. But when you're holding on to bad or negative energy, you're going to get repeatedly get negative energy. Remember, I said, how are you playing with the universe? You hold on to toxicity, you get toxicity. If you hold on to loneliness, you gain loneliness. If you hold on to sadness, you gain sadness. It's just what it is. If you you can get like forgiveness. It feels like forgiveness is the necessary. It's necessary in this situation. The choice to work on the situation and forgive it will change it rapidly and turn it into something you never knew it could be. The choice to forgive, be open and honest. Wow, you know what I'm thinking? Just side note here, or just something I'm picking up on, is like, we do a lot of, as human beings, holding back. We think all these things that we want. We don't say a word, but we think them. We think them all day. We look at a person that we're really attracted to, we get along with really well, and we think, man, I'd love to be a partner with you. I'd love to be with you. But what we do, what we say, nothing, or maybe not what we mean. Right? Or, God, I'd really love to. It's like we always keep it to ourselves. It's like we're always thinking what we want, but not actually following through with the thought process. That's where your manifestation is going to get fucked. Okay. If you're trying to manifest anything, when you think it, you have to use that energy of that thought to do something with it, right? So let's say you like a person and let's say you guys get along really well and you can tell there's a vibe, but you're too afraid to say something. Well, guess what? Closed mouth doesn't get fed, number one. Number two, like if you're not honest, you'll never get honesty in return. It's exchanging gifts. You got to give to get, right? We think something, the way to manifest it is not to just keep it in there to simmer. Thoughts, yes, are important, but the energy behind them, what you do with it, is the most important. That's my point, Aries. I'm moving on. We've already, I want to make sure I don't overdo it here today, but it feels very strongly like there's a need to be super honest or follow through with the things that you've been thinking. Like you have thoughts in your, and maybe don't be so quick to like throw out negativity. Not saying that you are running around doing that, Aries, but I'm saying like people are whatever you're putting out, people are holding on to, right? And it feels like whatever you're like, it just feels like people are holding on to things you've said and done, the lack of things that you've said and done. And it feels like what is coming out of it is an energy of exactly that. It's like you wanted something, but instead of doing something about it, you held on to it. And then what you've gotten is having to walk away or having to be left empty handed because, or it just not follow. It's something about it not being placed out there the way it needs to be placed. It's like right when I feel like it's hard to explain. I can keep going on this. What's up? Hot solstice. How's it going? Good to hear it. All right. So yeah, so there's a need to be super honest. No longer being deceptive or not deceptive, no longer trying to be quiet about things, but say what you feel. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Just don't keep it here because you don't get what you want when you keep it here, just thinking about it all the time. Well, what if they don't like me? Or what if they judge me? Fuck it. You know what? If they judge you, then they don't need to be in your life. And that's the first sign. And then who cares? There's over 8 billion people on the planet, man. There's like a shitload of people that love what you have to say. All right, just side note, we've got Pisces here, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo again, and that's it. Oh, and Capricorn. Those are the messages I have for you today. Aries, it might not be exactly what you expected. It's probably not super lovey, but it is important, I feel. So let's move on to Taurus, please. All right. Good to see you. GTSY, good to see you. All right. Let's see. Taurus. Tell me what Taurus needs to know right now. Tell me what Taurus needs to know right now. This Taurus. You're welcome. Listen, before I knew this shit, I had to look it up. Okay, so it's not like I actually know stuff. Like, what was it? GLHF. I must see. I'm not 21 clearly because I had no idea what that shit meant, and I had to Google it. I had to Google what is it? GLHF. Come on, you guys. I had to Google that shit. Don't laugh at me. I know you're laughing. It's okay. I laughed at myself, but I still did. I still Googled. I'm like, I cannot go through the day not knowing what this is. All right, Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? Give me messages for Taurus. Let's see. Taurus, this is about connecting with your emotions. This is also about, in a way, following your heart, but this is about also a trip. Like you may be in the process of doing something. Now, when I say trip, it doesn't have to mean travel, but it could be travel. It could also be like you're moving forward emotionally with something. It actually looks like you're getting in touch with your emotions, or you could kind of feel like a lone boat out in the middle of the ocean, like this. When I'll show you what I'm talking about, you could also feel that way, like maybe not even sure what your next move is, Taurus. It feels like emotions play a part in this. Maybe something you've tried to stifle, you are now kind of stuck in the middle of. There's also an energy for a lot of you, Taurus, about someone who, and this is actually not a lot of you, I'm going to say a side note because it's just something I'm picking up in here, is something about a person that you lost, a person who's passed, someone who you're seriously connected to, or like that you still feel the loss of. And for some of you, maybe you don't feel the loss of this person, although I'm not getting that so much. For some of you, maybe this is even an ancestor, but I even wonder if this could be for some of you. This is going to be a wild message, okay? But Taurus, for some of you, this is even like your past life energy. It's like we're moving forward. Maybe there's, I don't know, I'm getting a sense of you getting some spiritual downloads or some type of, it's almost like divine guidance, but for the lot of you, for that this message will resonate with. I feel like this is a person who has left our world, a person who has passed, who you're very much still trying to process the loss of, that you feel in your energy every single day, almost like so close that you could touch them, but knowing that you can't touch them. What a mind fuck that is. What an emotional heartbreak that is. Because it's like, you know, they're there always in your energy, but you cannot touch them. I do want you to know that this person is guiding you more than you realize. They're trying to guide you into a place of healing. Number one, they're also trying to guide you in a place of forgiveness. It's mainly, it's like, let's patch up that broken heart. I'm here always, even if you don't know that I am. I'm always here, and I am helping to guide you into your next direction. Again, I feel someone who's got like a map. Or this is a little different than Aries, though. I'm looking at this map, and someone's trying to like figure out how to get through this heart, like this emotional energy. I don't feel like that can prepare you. I feel like there's somebody who is guiding you, and it's emotions. It could be either. It's not. This is going to be different for everyone, Valerie. It's going to be different for everyone. So this is a very androgynous face that I'm seeing in this card, but it could be anyone. It could go both ways easily, and I'll show you in just a second. It just feels like even maybe like this is maybe, I don't know. It's like I've been out to sea for so long is something I'm getting. I've been sitting in this energy for so long, and it's now you're being guided out of it. I'm getting like you're being pulled out of it. What you don't know is you've got the map in your hand. You think you're actually leading the way, and it's not that way so much. It's more like a guidance, a person who is, it's a person who is trying to push you. You don't know it. It's such a light energy, but do you see that face? And you see it in the sky. It looks very androgynous to me, but this is like this energy of having to move through a lot of emotional shit, and maybe having felt lost for a long time. You're about to come out of that. I feel like what we're looking at here for you, Taurus, is with that 7, number 1, that's emotions, that's feelings, that's heart energy. It's emotional connections, it's emotional situations, it's you connecting with your emotions. I wonder also if you're going to be put in a position to have to sit and deal with this emotion. Like you won't be able to hide from it anymore. It'll be something you'll have to deal with. You may already feel that energy, Taurus. Okay, so give me more messages for Taurus. I know this isn't going to all be about relationships, all of it, guys. So hopefully you can hang on. Hopefully we realize that guidance beyond relationships is better guidance because it takes you to a better relationship. But hey, you know what? We might not all know that. That's okay. All right. Anyway, Taurus messages. Explain this situation. Yes, exposed. It's something's exposed. Some really positive energy. You're on your way to a better emotional place. I feel like this exposure has a lot to do with, remember when I was talking about like a past person, or not a past person, but a passed on person, or like someone who has maybe left and you're kind of in the like trying to navigate emotionally through. Wow, that's actually awesome. This is giving me a sense of like finally, it's like a second chance to, I don't want to say, why did I hear make a first impression? That's not what I meant. A second chance to like find happiness, and it's in a different way than you would think. But like everybody tries so hard to connect to relationships and other people, feeling like there's a need to fill a hole. A lot of us feel very empty when we're not with someone. Okay, that's a problem. And the reason why that's a problem is because we should be happy within ourselves. Hey, Dawn. We should be happy within ourselves. We shouldn't need a relationship to make us happy, right? There's a sense of like when you need another person to make you happy, when they leave or when something happens, then you fall apart, right? And we don't want to fall apart. We want to be strong on our own so we can connect and attract positive and strong relationships that will stay with us, that won't leave. All right, so let's see. So this feels like something that's being, remember I said that you maybe you may have been avoiding kind of dealing with, or you may have felt like you were dealing with the middle or constantly in the middle of emotional turmoil when it comes to a loss. This is going to be brought up for you. Like this is going to be exposed for you. What you're holding on to is going to be shown to you. This is what's coming up for you, Taurus. And it's going to provide you with a fantastic energy that's going to help you start a new beginning, and do it in a way where you feel really comfortable, like you feel excited, where you're ready to jump in. This is saying the cycle is over. This might be that you've been sitting with this for a while, and now that it's been exposed and you've had to deal with it for some time, now we're able to eliminate it, end the cycle. You no longer have to sit in an energy of feeling the loss of something, right? Like you can finally come to terms with the loss in a positive way that helps you get unstuck. It's like getting unstuck. This is what's coming up for you, a way to get unstuck. For some of you, this is going to involve travel. For some of you, this is, I don't know if this is online stuff. I don't know exactly what it means, but I'm just seeing like someone maybe even planning a trip or planning a travel or wanting to go somewhere, desiring to do something. It feels like you're going to have that opportunity. And even if it's just, if that Two of Wands just talks about moving on, because it's like, I've been working on or planning on trying to get past this. Guess what? This is what you're looking forward to, is getting past this and starting to celebrate again, starting to live again. Taurus, I feel like you've got a lot of like positive energy coming in, man. Like, especially when it comes to like emotional connections and how you relate to other people. Getting unstuck. It's like the cycle is the world, the eight of swords. The cycle is complete of being stuck. We're done with that now. Taurus, don't stress that shit anymore, okay? Because you're not stuck anymore. It feels like we've come to a time where you're finally done being stuck. And now you can really move forward and do it in a way where you're connected emotionally. And definitely people are going to play a part in this. This is going to be relationships. This is going to be lovers. This is going to be friends. I feel like you're like in the process of getting ready to kind of almost run into or meet or have an opportunity to deal with and be a part of your soul group, your soul family. You've got what's coming up for you. Who the fuck am I doing, Taurus? Sorry, is like a lot of you've got to have options. You're gonna have choices where you have felt for a long time you didn't have a choice with this Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Now you have choices. Choices are opening up for you. This is the Fool card, a fresh new start, because we've ended with the World's card, the 21, the ending of the stuck, where I'm not stuck anymore. Now I can do what I want now, and you'll feel connected. You'll feel like you've been dealing with or meeting your tribe. It's like I found my fucking tribe, dude. Do you know how exciting that is to find your tribe? Think about it. You can deal with lots of people, and maybe you have 100 friends. Well, we won't call them friends. We'll call them acquaintances, because we know the truth about friends. But it feels like those people aren't necessarily your permanent friend group. You got some like soul family energy here. It could be online. Maybe for some of you, it could be online stuff where you found like what you feel like is a good soul group or a soul family online. I feel like it's not just that, though. You may meet these people online, but I don't feel like it's just that. I feel like you're in the process of getting a lot of healing or working on, I'm seeing healing. I'm seeing like, balance, patience, healing, purpose, finding exactly what you're looking for in a relationship or a friend group that helps you move forward. New start. You've got fresh energy. You've got new start. It's fucking kick ass. Like, I'm no lie. That shit's awesome. Let me move on. I've got Sagittarius here. If this has anything to do with relationships, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo again. We've got Aquarius, Virgo, Aries. And I think that's it. All right. So that was a phenomenal reading. All right. 32. So Gemini. Cats are following me because the people in front of us. Oh, shit. Gemini. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. Let's find out what comes out. Whatever comes out for Gemini. All right, Gemini. The energy Gemini is dealing with right now, or they may be. You're welcome, Valerie. They may be faced with. What messages need to come out for Gemini, please? Whatever comes out. What messages need to come out for Gemini? Oh, we got 2. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, Gemini. There's something about signs and synchronicities leading you to, or like helping you to build a positive foundation, or like a solid foundation. When specifically for one thing, and okay, new beginnings, divine guidance, things that are going to be a part of, like, say, like, okay, for some of you this is going to be relationships, and for some of you this is going to be something where like you've dealt with this person multiple lifetimes. For others of you this is going to be like situations, obstacles in your life that you've dealt with for multiple lifetimes, that you're now getting the signs and synchronicities on how to kind of like change that. It's like, I'm no longer unstable. So you're getting a chance to not be unstable, or you're going to feel more stable. But I am getting, to be honest with you guys, I'm getting, there is like glitter or something on my lashes. It's driving me freaking crazy. I can see it. There it is. I can see it, and it's driving me nuts. All right. So, and there it is again. Oh my God, I'm gonna freak out. Okay. So Gemini, there's endings. I'm getting 9 and 10. I'm getting 18 and 28. Okay, which just those numbers might mean something to you guys, but those break down to 9 and 10, right? So the 9 is the ending. The 10 is the completion and coming back around to start something new. The 10 is the Fool card and the Ace, right? So you go, when you get the 10 as the completion. 9 is an ending. 10's completed. 0 is the Fool. Now we're about to we're trusting in universe to jump into something new, a new start with the 1. a new beginning. I don't know what that new beginning actually is about right yet, but I do have twos, which always make me feel like connections, but it could just be like just how you connect with others doesn't necessarily have to be relationships. I'm seeing new beginnings, potentially in relationships, like doesn't have to just be romantic is what I'm saying. New beginnings and potential relationships that you have dealt with for multiple lifetimes that are coming back around, but you have a better foundation or a more solid foundation here to actually like tackle this. So if there is another lifetime for you, you won't have to come back to this. I feel like you're tackling energies here, Gemini. Yeah, this is tackling things that you've dealt with for multiple lifetimes, but it's like signs and synchronicities are here showing you that you're doing the right thing. Could be synchronized numbers, could be just things people say. Oh, thank you so much, Valerie. Oh, I love you. I appreciate you. Let me pin that shit. Thank you. Yeah, this is it could be that you're getting like it's going to be any type of sign and synchronicity. It could just be validation. Pay attention to synchronized numbers. I would say that, especially with this 1828. I don't know, I'm getting the 8s being big for you, but I'm also getting like the month of February showing you something, maybe the February 18th, February 28th, something like that. Could be that that you started or that things changed a bit at the 18th of a month, like you would have noticed, like in the 28th of a month, you would have noticed maybe in the past that things were certain things happened on those dates. If that's not it, I'm wondering if you got something coming up in February from the 8th to the 18th that you'll notice like certain things just seem to be falling into place. Let me show you the cards, what I'm talking about. Falling into place. First of all, this is the signs and synchronicities. This is talking about your foundation. It feels like things are falling into place. It feels like you don't even necessarily have to do anything so much, Gemini. It's like falling into place. Because you see those blocks that are creating her foundation. They're kind of coming. They're not just coming from. They're coming from her. They're radiating around her, but they're also falling from the sky. So falling from universe, and it just feels very much like things will be falling into place. You'll start to see and notice situations. Someone says something, and you're like, "Wow, that's crazy," or you know, and you know that means something to you. A song comes on. A song comes on and you'll be like, the words will just hit right. This is Gemini. Cancer's next. The words will just hit right. It could be, or it could remind you of certain things, or even just give you, it's like you're watching a show and a topic is on that show where you're literally dealing with it at that moment. You're like, holy shit, this is meant for me. Like something in this needs to come out. That's what I'm looking at. It feels like things just falling into place for you to pick up and use here, there, and everywhere. Okay, so we're going to get some tarot. All right. Tell me for Gemini. Explain this. Give me more information. Whatever comes out. Whatever we need to know. Whatever we need to know from Gemini, please. I would like it to kind of explain what we got going on here. Wishes, wishes, wishes. You've been asking for something, Gemini, and the signs and synchronicities are showing you that you're getting it. Like Gemini, you don't realize how close you are to like gaining exactly what you've been asking for. I feel like wish fulfillment, 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. You are so, and because you're taking, for some of you Geminis, you're taking charge in your life. You're doing something about like what's going on in your life. You're very much like leading the way, emperor, like this is what I want. This is what I'm going for. Now, for others of you, there's a need for you to get that energy, like embody that energy, because yes. Okay. For a lot of you, you have come from a very broken place. You've come from a very broken place, but there's still this, like this one part of you, like there's still this piece of you that it could be a relationship with this Page of Cups. It could just be something you really want to do that you have a lot of like it's an emotional connection to whatever this is. Could be emotional connection. It could be anything. There is a sense, Gemini, of potentially a relationship here where there's been a lot of heartbreak, but there's also a lot of love. Like, yes, things have been rough, Gemini, but at the same time, there's still this amount of love that you have for this person, or this person has for you. And I feel like if this is a relationship, this is your wish fulfillment, dude. This person is like the person you want. And it's like, I don't care what's happened. I know we've gone through a lot, but we were not what we are now. We were not where we are now. So like, we can only do what we could do with what we had at the time. This is a different situation. I know things have fallen apart, but I still love you. And it makes me want to go back to this building blocks card and say that there was always a strong foundation. Maybe it's just the way some of the blocks fell that tripped you guys up. When I'm looking at these tarot cards, I'm saying this person makes me happy, but a lot's happened between us, but I still can't let go of the love. I still have it very strongly. And it makes me wonder if there's some type of guidance that for some of you, not for all of you, that is going to be showing you that this person is your person. That yes, okay, it's been rocky and things haven't gone exactly the way they needed to go. And maybe some of those building blocks that were falling from the sky fell in weird places that when you guys were walking along, tripped you the fuck up, right? However, that trip up was just that, a trip up. It was like, okay, well, shit happens. No big deal. Let's go back to what we know. We know we love each other. We know that we have a lot of a passion and love for each other. It feels like this is going to be exposed. It's like this energy of this. Yeah, this is going to be exposed. You're not going to be this. Someone's going to tell, you're going to say it or they're going to say it. Someone's going to lay it out on the line for you. I feel like maybe the signs and synchronicities have been asking you to lay it on the line. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. Signs and synchronicities have been asking you to say something to this person, to be brutally honest with this person. This is, oh shit, my bad. Let me get this out of here. Gemini. What's up, Alicia? Yeah, this is giving me a sense of something needing to be said. There's signs and synchronicities leading you in the direction, Gemini, of something that's needed to be said, that you know needs to be said. That it's at this point, it's like, if I don't say this, if I'm not honest about this, then I'll hold on to it forever and I'll feel heartbroken by the loss of it and I'll never know where it could have gone, right? What's up, Ralph? Good to see you. We're not doing a list right now. We're doing all 12 signs. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate you so much. So this is, but there's a fear. If I say something, if it's like, if I say something, what's going to actually happen? I really feel strongly that there's a sense of needing to say something. Now, for others of you, this doesn't have to do with a relationship at all. This is literally about something you want to do or you're desiring very badly. I feel like the Sun card brings in a lot of positive energy, letting you know that what you want is available to you. You're going to get some type of communication that has to do with that. It's like, I've held on to this. It even says if there's a desire to do whatever it is you want to do, please save money right now, because what you don't know is you're going to get an opportunity to do this thing. If it's travel, if it's anything that has to do with money, start saving your money. Don't even sweat. Okay, well, what if I don't get enough? What if it, like, just save what you can. It doesn't have to, it doesn't matter if it even equals what is needed. Okay. The idea is you start. Just because you're going to get this opportunity. Something's coming in for you, Gemini. Somehow it just gives me a sense of, you almost feel like, okay, this didn't work out. And then suddenly something comes around. It's like, oh, what do you mean it didn't work out? Here we are. And it is working out. What's up, Lashana? What's up, Joel? That's what I'm getting here for you, Geminis. For some of you, this is a relationship. If it has, like, if you know that you guys have a solid foundation and things have just kind of tripped you up lately, say something, do something about it. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, and you will be upset and you will be mad at yourself at the end of the day if you don't say anything, because, you know, yeah, there's a fear that it might not go the way you want it to, but at the same time, wouldn't it be worse if you never fucking knew? What it do? I love that. I used to say that shit all the time. What it do? I still do. That's funny. No one says that. I love that. All right. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I got here is like, what if you didn't say anything because your fear held you back, and then what you could have, what you never realized is if you had just spoken up, that everything would have gone exactly how you wanted it to go. It feels like wish fulfillment is here. Signs and synchronicities are leading you in the direction. There's a strong foundation within whatever this is, and you're literally going to you got this, man. You got this. Don't second guess yourself. Stop holding on to that fear that's not going to go right. Look at the screen. Oh, what do you mean? The signs and synchronicities. Look at the screen. It's on this. The sign is on the screen, bruh. Sorry, but it's like it's right there. I think it's there somewhere right there. I can see it. I hope you guys can. It's Gemini. We're moving to Cancer now. Fuck, I didn't get signs. Hold on. Oh, we've got Aries. We've got Leo. Boy, there's certain signs that always make an appearance. Pisces. Cancer. Leo again. That's the signs we have right there. Wait, hold on. You asked for the sign. I'm so confused. Like, God, don't do this. Nawi, listen, don't do this because I get confused extremely easily. And if you do this to me, I'll get stuck in my head and I'll be like, oh. All right, Cancer. 46. All right. It's so easy to get me confused. I live in a consistent blonde moment. What's up, Carmen? What's up? I live in a consistent blonde moment. So, oh wait, we're doing. Let's do this first. How about those Cowboys? All right, Cancer. Tell me what Cancer needs to know right now. What does Cancer need to be aware of, please? What does Cancer need to know right now? I'm telling you, it don't take much. You do those just that you said what sign, and then what? I was like, oh God, here we go. It's me. I'm crazy. It's gotta be. I have no idea what's going on. I'm telling you, it doesn't take much, man. All right, Cancer. I should change the timestamp. All right, Cancer. The sign. All right, Cancer. Okay, Cancer. I'm getting the round and round card, which makes me feel like how it gives me a sense of emotional connections that are changing finally, but it's been like it feels like it's, are we going to do this again? It's again and again and again. It feels like it's like always happening. It's like always coming around, but it also gives me a sense of soul connections, or for some of you Cancers, soulmate-ish energy. And it's not a soulmate card, but what I go back to when I see round and round is I feel like something that was just meant to happen, or like, again, it's not that there's an 8 here, but I get a sense of like multiple lifetimes, or things that started small that have grown over the lifetimes or over the life cycles. Definitely connections, or the way you deal with people or with others. Emotions, the way you emotionally connect to others is changing, but it's changing because it needed to change. Feels like the round and round is finally stopping. Like now we're coming out of the end of it, right? Like we've gone through this over and over and over again. What? Uh-oh. How's it going, Megan? All right. So, yeah, round and round. I feel like you're coming out of that though. It's almost also what I want to say is like you've been on, let's say like a roller coaster ride, right? It's done. The roller coaster ride has come to a stop, and now it's time to get off of that. What signs? All right. Thank you, Megan. I was again thinking maybe I'm just crazy. We're on Cancer. We've got Aries, Taurus, and Gemini done. Now we're on Cancer. All right. So that's what I'm getting. The round and round. It feels like it's the way you connect with others. It's like getting off of the merry-go-round, or not the merry-go-round, but yeah, in a way, like merry-go-round, or like the roller coaster. We're finally coming out of that. It's changing the way we don't have to go round and round anymore. There's no more like fighting. It could also feel for some of you like, see, it gives me a bit of the never-ending story card, where it's like, it's why does it always have to be this way? I'm getting a change. It doesn't always have to be this way. There's a change happening. So let's find out what that means, Cancer. Whatever comes out for Cancer, please. Whatever Cancer needs to know right now. Whatever comes out for Cancer. Give me messages for Cancer. But it would be nice if you would send this round and round card. So in order to, remember I talked about soulmates a little bit. I touched on that shit. What's up, Tina? I'm great, Megan. Thanks for asking. I hope everybody's doing well up in here. I'm a Cancer rising. Cancer's an emotional ass motherfucker. Dude, y'all don't think Aquarius is emotional? Let me just tell you, that's a bold-faced lie. Aquarius comes off as not emotional. They will not tell you that they're emotional. Most of the time, there's other reasons, and I may get into this a little bit later when we hit Aquarius. There's purposes behind this. I actually should just do a video telling you guys, because I think a lot of people get confused by Aquarius, but let's move on. I digress. And now I don't. All right. No, yeah, so this is like, I told you there's a change in emotional connections, Aquarius, I'm sorry, Cancer. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. I told you that there's changes in emotional connections. This shit's being brought to the surface so that you can do something about it. For some of you, you're about to find new love, and okay, so for some of you, there is love, and you might, remember I said, okay, for round and round, there is a sense of you might be finding love and being afraid of it and leaving it. But for others of you, this is you finding love, and it's actually not the round and round. It's actually not fucking toxic. Very stubborn. Yes. I'm Aquarius, Aries moon. Aries moon. Aquarius rising, sun, Cancer rising, Aries moon. Ooh, you're not going to be able to lie to yourself anymore. I feel like this is the end of you dealing with connections where you're not being, there's something about you finding a person where you can be truly yourself, that you don't have to be deceptive or like feel like it's like you can really lay it out on the line. There's also a sense for some of you Cancers where you kind of wanted to not say anything because maybe it's like, is this going to be like it's always been? Here we go again kind of energy, but I'm not getting that's actually what it is. I don't feel like it's a here we go again. I feel very much like, oh, nice. It is behind doors, but it's deep. It runs deep, babe. It runs deep. For some of you Cancers, there's a sense of not being honest with someone about how you feel. Leaving love behind and not being honest about how you feel, even though you want something. Being afraid to put yourself on the line. Like the vulnerability of it all. And it feels like when can I get off of that roller coaster of always being afraid to be myself, or always being afraid to put my heart out there, just be open and honest, or just it's always feeling like someone's got an ulterior motive, or you're afraid of love so much that, and this is Cancer, I know, an emotional sign, but yeah, they that doesn't mean that they attach to their emotions. That doesn't mean that. Sometimes it means that they're afraid of their emotions, like afraid to let your guard down, to just be yourself, to just be open to whatever. There's this fear. What if it doesn't work out? That's changing. You've got change. Yes, I agree, Rachel. There's some, I'm going to make a video about Aquarius because I feel like it is needed. Like, people really mistake shit. Yeah, I have some thoughts on that. There's something about, Cancer, you potentially walking away from, or maybe sussing out why you walk away from people so quickly. So like, there is a sense of having love available to you, but running away from it, leaving it. Let's go. We got to go. And that's not what you want, though. That's the thing. You're lying to yourself, right? And you're trying to keep things undercover, like not necessarily being super open and saying, no, I don't need love. I don't need it. Like, I'm strong on my own. Like, or just being worried that someone's going to be a douchebag to you or something. So it's like, okay, I'll just hide myself out. That's being sussed out. What you've got coming, Cancer, is that's not going to be something you can do anymore. It feels like you're going to have to face this. It feels like you're going to have to literally face it and stop. It almost gives me a sense of holding on to old energies and those being brought to the surface so that you can move on, so that you can actually follow through or have a positive relationship that leads somewhere. So that it feels like we're not constantly going on the round and round with this never works out, or I never want to, like, I don't want to be open, or I've got to close myself off, or it's just a lot of shit, right? It feels like that's being sussed out and you're going to have no choice but to look at it. It's being pulled out and you're going to have to examine it and go, okay, wow. Okay. That really is, you're going to have to see love right in front of your face. It feels like it's going to be placed in your lap and there's going to be no choice but to do something about it. Like, you can't just watch from a distance anymore. Or you can't just run anymore. I feel like if you do run, Cancer, this is going to be a regret for you. Like, if this person comes into your life, it feels like they've come into your life many lifetimes. And it feels like you may have run from this person for many lifetimes. Oh, ooh, I got things to say about cuspers too. Yeah. Yes. You know what? Megan, who was that? It was Megan. Yeah. Because they're so different, and 2 readings, not including your moon and rising, can resonate for a cusper. So that would be four signs you would want to read or get information on. It's weird how they embody 2 different, I get it. I know. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I've got things to say about everything. There's a sense of with this here, I feel like the problem isn't outside of yourself, Cancer, truthfully. I feel like the problem is within yourself. I feel like, yes, things have popped up in your life, relationships have popped up in your life that have drained you, but not for nothing. You totally overlooked the red flags. Because before, see, here's the thing. Here's the kicker on this. Before, when you were dealing with people that you weren't cutting off immediately, you were finding douchebags. But that was when you weren't secure in yourself and you wanted a relationship and you overlooked the red flags. So now this is the double-edged sword, right? So you, instead of learning that red flags are a sign that someone's not good for you and that you should just kick them to the curb and that you can still be open to love, you said, oh, well, I'll close myself off to everybody Fuck, I just lost my damn thought. I hate that. I hate that. Especially while I'm in the middle of the reading. It's like, bye. Okay, there it goes. I would like for it to come back. Hopefully it will. It's like a parrot running around in my room or flying around in my room. It'll come back. It feels like, instead of now realizing that red flags are the thing that you should look at to stop dating with someone, you just stop fucking with everyone. You're like, I'll get myself in a little bit. Like, I'll dip my toes in the water to feel how it, to get the temp, but I'm not actually going to dive in. Right. So instead of realizing that the teacher was here, the lesson was, well, now you know what red flags look like. And so when you come upon a person who maybe you do have emotions for, or energy or feelings, or half the time sexual feelings for, that you check the red flags and you do what you need to do right away. It's like, well, fuck. Well, instead of learning that, you're like, no, everyone's got red flags. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll make a red flag. Listen. Oh, hey, Joe Blow, how's it going? Oh, I've seen red flags in you. I just said my name. Well, that's the way you said it. I could tell you're a bad guy. Just get the fuck out. Like that kind of thing. It's like, dude, like not everyone's going to have the red flags. And it feels like that's the thing that's ending, is that that you're not, it's like you're learning that red flags can be seen and you can eliminate someone from your life instead of going through the whole relationship and all the red flags that have happened repeatedly over the years and being destroyed, and now cutting all relationships off because all relationships must be bad because I've had like 4 of them, right? Or 3 of them, or whatever, even one of them. That must mean everyone's got red flags. And before you ever show them, I'll cut you off. It's like, now you can, it was a teaching tool. It was a learning lesson. It was a learning lesson. It wasn't anything that was meant to cut you off from all love. So it feels like, you felt like one thing was like this and now everything's going to be like this. So I've got to run before it gets good. This is going, no, you don't know. You can now walk away from just that part of it. Just that, just the part that is like, the fear. It's like fear. It's like, now you don't have to, like, don't worry about the fear. The fear's non-existent. It doesn't actually fucking matter. It's something made up in your head. You learned a lesson. It showed you what red flags look like. Now you know what to look for. You know them right away. So if you date someone, I don't give a fuck how bad you want to hump them. I don't care how much you want to be in a toxic relationship. You've seen the red flags. Now you have no one to blame but yourself if you don't take off. I feel like that's ending. You're no longer like, you're checking red flags and seeing it and going, okay, this person isn't right for me. And you're being able to suss it out. When I said earlier, suss something out, round and round. You're getting off the merry-go-round. No longer it's either you start feelings and then you end them, you just stop talking to someone because you're afraid they're going to fuck you over, or you find the worst of the worst and then you just go full force with them because hey, I want to get fucked over. It doesn't even make sense. It's very bipolar, to be honest with you. But I feel like that's ending. It's like we're looking at a time where that's ending. All right, I'm moving on. What do we got? I'm moving on. Sorry, I went on and on that. Aries is the big sign there. Let's see. Cancer. All right. Those are and Leo. Those are the signs. I'm not going to dig too far. There's someone for everyone. There's multiple someones for everyone. But we go through too many douchebags, don't listen or pay attention to the red flags, let them fuck us over, and then we eliminate or don't even want to deal with the people that are actually meant for us because, hey, the things we missed are our red flags. Like, we're so afraid are going to pop up and we're not going to see them again, even though the lesson was how to see them. Leo, the lesson was how to see them, bitches. So you don't have to go through that again. All right, Leo. Let's find out what Leo needs to know. What is coming out? Anything, whatever comes out for Leo, please. Whatever comes out for Leo, please. Whatever comes out for Leo. Whatever comes out for Leo. Okay, your perspective. You know, Leo, it's like it's a world away. I feel like, Leo, there's a need to be more open to, or realizing that there's more, that you have more in common. What I'm looking, here's what I'm here. Just hear me the fuck out. I'm not going to say, Leos, that you're running around judging everyone, but I am going to say that you're running around judging everyone. Not say, okay, it sounds worse than it is. I want to rephrase. It feels like you look at something like it's so far outside of yourself or away from yourself that it's like an alien form, or it's like you're sitting on the planet, you're sitting on Earth and you're looking at the moon as like something that you'll never, like, that's a wild and crazy ball of light that I can't understand. And it makes me feel like you become disconnected from things. It's like your observation is more as an outsider looking in, but not an outsider looking in. It's like, but yes, but you can't connect with it. There's a lack of connection. Like a perspective, it's a perspective shift. I can't judge a person until I walk in their shoes, right? How do I know what they're going through until I walk in their shoes? Leo, I feel like, and maybe you do this because, I don't know. I mean, maybe you feel like no one can understand you, so it's hard for you to understand others. It feels like you're a world away from something. Like that's so outside of myself. Feels like that observer card is like, that's so, oh, thank you so much, Deb. That's so outside of myself. You see what I'm saying? It's so outside of myself. And I feel like, no, it's actually not, babe. It's not. It's really not. It's like the foundation that you've been standing on, okay, that you thought you knew for so long, is it's got to be this way and everything else is outside of me and I can't understand it. That's all crumbling, just so you know. It's a breakdown, but it's in a beautiful way. It's necessary because you're about to start a new beginning. You're creating a new beginning, something that you actually want. It's like everything that you have, it feels so much like something you thought was a world away from you, you now can access and you never thought you could. I could, it's like being in a world where, you know, we could never go to the moon, and then you time travel and you go to a world where they go to the moon on a regular. Maybe people live on the moon, right? It's like, oh wow, so it's something that can be possible, or it's able to be for some of you. It's like, but I would say this: you never know what someone's going through. Side note, you never know what someone's going through until you walk in their shoes. You know, if you think about any good movie that has portrayed all sides of the story. So you get to see it from one end where, you know, like I love like period pieces. I absolutely love like Westerns and shit like that. Like I'm Young Guns all the way. Like I love stuff like that. There's a lot of really good ones on Netflix. But it's like getting the perspective of each individual, right? So from one perspective, someone, you know, like the Indians came in and they, you know, just, or like unalived a bunch of people, right? But what you don't know is that when you go to the other perspective, those Indians had been, that same thing happened to them in a crazy way, and they were like just destroyed and distraught by it. So it's like getting yourself into everyone's shoes here. Like everyone has a reason for what they're doing. You know, I mean, that was a bit of an extreme example, but what I'm saying is everyone has a reason or some hurt or some destruction in their life that has brought them to where they are. And so it's a matter of getting like to go, okay, wow, they must have really gone through something for them to be the way they are. And that's a fact. That's just what it is. No one became an asshole for no reason. They didn't just grow up and everything was great. They're like, you know what? I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to be an asshole. Oh, I want to be an asshole. Hey, mom, dad, I know what I want to be when I grow up. An asshole. Like, it's not like that, you guys. I highly doubt. I would like to fucking witness the child who goes to, or the teen who goes to their parents and like, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going to do when I grow up. I'm going to be an asshole. So fuck it. Just so you know, mom and dad, that's what I'm going to do. It all starts from something good. It all starts from, well, something bad that creates something that somebody's trying to make better. it's, you know, it's hard. It's difficult, man. It's difficult. So but it goes all the way around. But this is also for you, Leos, about thinking that you couldn't have a certain type of life, and you're now about to have that life, or like you're now bringing that life to yourself. Something you thought was so foreign to you, you could never, ever have. What's up, Deb? Something you thought was so foreign to you that you could never, ever have is now something you can fully have. Yeah, I feel like you have had to walk away from and leave behind disappointing situations. But you did. At first it wasn't easy, because at first you didn't want to do it. Maybe because you didn't think you could get better. You maybe you didn't think that you could have something else, or like that you could have that life. You can have that life, and it's no longer something you have to look through a telescope to see, you know, or like something I never ever get. No, you're about to have it. I do feel, Leo, like there's a lot of stress here, though. Like there's a sense of wanting, either feeling very lonely or isolated. Like maybe that's a problem for some of you Leos, is like you've left behind certain situations knowing that there's better out there for you, even if you thought it was a foreign object that you couldn't actually get or have. It feels very much like that there's a bit of a feeling of like, well, I walked away from this, but now it's like, damn, man, like I feel isolated, or I feel lonely, or like I'd really like a certain, you know, experience, or I'd like to be around certain people, or I'd like to do certain things or whatever, but I feel very isolated. But there's this anxiety. I almost want to say it's like I'd rather not follow, again, something that's a world away that I don't feel like it can have. It's like I know I needed to leave something, but I'm still not really convinced that whatever I'm leaving, wherever I'm going, is even something I can have. It's like convincing yourself along the way, but stressing it out, second guessing itself repeatedly. We've got 2 9s, so endings of things. We've got 3 9s here. So endings are big here. It's like being done with something. The only thing I'm not seeing is where we start again. I'm seeing the endings. I'm certainly seeing leaving relationships, stressing out about relationships that have been left, that now you're feeling lonely. Knowing there's something better out there for you, knowing that there's something better out there, not sure if you can have it, but knowing that something is better out there for you. It feels like something's about to drop in your lap, or a new life is, it's something that's about to be dropped in your lap. A desire, something, an inspiration, something you thought was something you couldn't have. It's a situation, a relationship, an experience, anything that you thought you could not have is about to be landing on your doorstep. You won't even fucking realize that you never thought you could have this, and it's about to be landing on your doorstep. It comes from the fact that you walked away from certain things, that you had no choice, that you felt really lonely, and you have been stressed out specifically about connections, but you left them anyway. Even though you thought that whatever was next was beyond anything you could actually have, you said, well, fuck it, I'll be alone before I'll be screwed over, right, Leo? And then, but here's the thing. That thing you never thought you could have drops in your lap. Something you watched from afar, something you saw from afar that you didn't think was possible for you, drops in your lap. You're going to feel so much like this is a stroke of luck. Like, how did I get so lucky? You didn't get lucky. Fuck Jesus, one of you, whichever one. I feel like I'm talking to my dogs. I'm like, all right, Rosie, Journey, God bless it, whichever one you are, whoever your name is. I'm not sure which one, but somebody's got to be stopping. Stop it. But anyway, Leo, my bad. I just felt like I was talking to kids or my dogs. Like, I have a lot of dogs, evidently. Leo, this feels like you left something regardless. Even if you felt like you knew there was going to be isolation, loneliness, and you knew you were going to stress out, you did it anyway. And you're saying, wow, how did I get so lucky? And I'm saying, looking at the cards, It's because you did the fucking work. It's because you let go of something or some things or people, places, things that weren't right for you. It's not a lucky streak. You did the work. You worked this out. You made this happen. This was never something you couldn't have. It was never something you couldn't have. In fact, I feel like, Leo, you're going to be in your element. Leos are about being on stage. What's up, Donna? I don't think I said hi to Donna. What's up, Donna? This is about, Leos are about to be in their element. They're going to feel like this was always meant for them. This is, Leo, you're about to hit the jackpot when it comes to whatever the situation is, or you thought you couldn't have something, a relationship, a job, a friend group. I don't know what. Okay. It could even be as much as like, it could be like a house. It could be like, I could never get that car. That car's way out of my league. Well, no, the fuck it isn't. And you did the work by removing yourself from toxic and shitty energies or things that didn't work for you, started to change your life. Then you think it's a lucky streak, and it's not, because you worked on it the entire time. You did the work, and now you're getting the growth. So what you feel like is so far from you, for some of you, is very much right there. In fact, it's going to land in your lap, and you're going to say, wow, how did I get so lucky? You didn't, baby. You didn't. You did the work. You needed to do the work. You did the work, even though it was difficult. You did it. And now the blessings come from it, right? So we have Aquarius energy. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got Virgo, and we've got Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here as far as signs. Also Sagittarius again, and Scorpio again. We've got Taurus and Libra. Those are the signs I have for you guys. So whatever it is, a relationship, I am seeing the Two of Cups in the upright. So it could be a relationship. It could be a situation. It could be a job. It could be anything. Just so you know, you are about to hit the jackpot, and you're going to feel like, well, this wasn't ever in the plans, or like, I never thought I could have this. Well, yeah, now you know you can. Virgo. All right, Virgo. Whew, okay. Hold on, Virgo, 1 second. All right, Virgo. Tell me what Virgo needs to know, or whatever wants to come out. How about that? Whatever wants to come out for Virgo. Whatever wants to come out. Give me energies that it would be great for Virgo to be aware of. Whatever wants to come out. Whatever you need to know. Okay, for some of you Virgos, you feel very much like there's a situation that you never got closure on, or that there feels like a situation where there is no closure, where it's something that started but never really got where you felt like it could go. And so now you're sitting in an energy of, well, fucking hell, man. Okay. I guess we're just going to sit here. That sucks. I would really have liked to have gone further with this, but I guess this is what it is. I don't know if it's this situation that you're going to be able to get a fresh start on, or if it's something completely new. I'm getting the 10 as a completion, right? Something ended, completed, done, kaput. You never really got closure on, that comes back around potentially, or you get a new, because the 0 is the Fool card. The 1 is the Ace. 0 is the Fool card. 1 is the Ace. All right, Virgo, let's find out what's going on here. Oh, I didn't show you the card. Unfinished Symphony. So we've got literally an ending that turns out to be a new beginning. That's some type of new start. Fool card, Ace card, something you can jump on, something you can jump into. But the problem I don't know if it's the same thing. That's the one. That's what I'm wondering. Is it the same situation that's going to be coming back, Virgo, that you're going to actually be able to either get closure on or completion on, finally feel like it's done and over with and move on? Or is that the situation that's going to start again? So I'm not sure. We're going to have to find out. Tell me for Virgo. Tell me for Virgo. What's up, Lashana? Tell me for Virgo, please. Yeah, it's something that was abandoned. I don't want to say with a quickness, but something that was abandoned. It was just left behind. That there's no movement on. It's like we had to leave it behind because there was no movement. And I felt really devastated by that. Another 10 here. Felt really devastated by that. So I'm just going to move forward into something, or like move forward in the world. There's Virgo with that King of Pentacles. It has to do with relationships. Has to do with, okay, it's funny here too, because these two people are facing each other in this relationship, but there's something secretive about it. Like no one's saying exactly how they truly feel. Maybe for some of you Virgos, you're really hurt by the fact that you felt like there was no movement, like something you wanted, you had to abandon, or like it had to abandon you, or like it just ended. And it feels like there was no movement. And now we just kind of linger in that energy. It feels like someone's going to actually speak their mind or say something. For some of you Virgos, this could have something to do with someone giving their energy to other people, or it's like choices or options. You know what I feel like? Something that you really wanted closure on for a long time. You end up finding something else, and then this person wants to come back and say how they feel and be clear about what they're doing or how they're feeling. And that may be a tower moment. Maybe you did move on, and then this person tells you exactly how they feel. And that could be like a big change, or you're realizing that it's like somebody has feelings for you, something you've obsessed over or kind of like held on to for a long time. It feels like feelings were not exposed, or the hurt behind what happened wasn't exposed. It feels like I've just had to hold on to this for a really long time. I haven't been able to really do or say anything about it. I wonder if you get your opportunity to say something, like fully say it from your heart. Like it would be great. Yeah, it feels like the minute, yes, for sure. The minute you move on is the minute someone wants to tell you exactly how they feel. But it may be really hard for you to want to go back, even though you put a lot into this. It's certainly like something where you're like, well, should I look over here? Should I? Because it feels like, wow, it happens out of nowhere. Like something, maybe this person didn't know how to tell you how they felt. Maybe this person has been a bit obsessive. Maybe there's something about like, could be addictions that have that are a problem here. It could just be like someone's just they've dealt with a lot of toxicity that they've kind of held on to, and they weren't sure how to, like, so for some of you this person had feelings for you, but they were either like, I want to say with that moon card, insecure, or just didn't trust the situation. And then you move on, and then all of a sudden they want to trust the situation. And with that Queen of Swords, maybe even explain to you why things were the way they were. What's the, explaining the blockage. I'm seeing a blockage going both ways though. See, for some of you Virgos, what you're not seeing, what you're not realizing is it's not just one person blocking. Okay. It's both people blocking. It was a blockage in a certain way. It's like, it kind of feels like a push and pull. Like there's a push and pull energy here. Like both people were blocking out, like, okay, see, one person's like guarding their heart. The other one's just saying, fuck you to everyone. And then in what happens in that situation is that it just gets let go, because one person's like holding on to like not wanting to get hurt. The other person's just saying, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to be here doing nothing. And then even though they knew what they wanted, and now you may have this option to go two different directions or another direction, and you're not sure what to do. Number one, I would say follow your heart. That would be your first thing. Like, where's your heart at in this? Okay. But also follow your intuition. Now when I say follow your heart, I don't mean to go with something that you say, well, I love this person. And and then what it comes out is they've cheated on you. They've lied to you. They've disrespected you. They've been a piece of shit. So it's like it's not a love bond as much as a trauma bond. I would say be careful of that. Okay. If there's trauma here, the trauma needs to not be something you latch back onto and go, ooh, like, let's go back to that. Because what I feel like might be my feelings could actually be a trauma bond. Just so you know, there is a difference, big time. When you're with somebody, you shouldn't have to stand up for yourself all the time and try to explain that you're not a bad person, that you're not doing this, that, and the other. And like, it's if someone really destroyed you, that's not the place to go. Okay. So just know that that unfinished symphony might have to stay unfinished if this person did you wrong, did you dirty, cheated on you, disrespected you, had options, and you found out later. So this unfinished symphony is something you're going to be faced with, Virgo, when it comes to, like, if someone did you wrong, did you dirty, fucked around on you, lied to you, was deceptive all along, that's not your person, okay? And that is not where it's at. And so I would say if you have a new opportunity or a new option with someone who is really open, loving, and kind, versus someone who did you wrong, like really dirty, that would be something I wouldn't like. No, you did the dirty, the doing dirty doesn't equal love. It just equals trauma. Okay. That's all that is. So there's your first sign of which direction to go. Now, if it's not that, and you didn't get done wrong, this would tell me to follow your heart. And if there's something you want, just go for it and do something about it. If there was no trauma involved or douchiness or someone fucking you over. I feel like clarity is coming here in this situation, Virgo. This person might be really honest about the things that they've gone through, or maybe you end up being really honest with somebody about the things that you've gone through and why it all went the way it went. To be honest with you, it does feel like there's also someone here that may be giving you advice, which, funny, I would almost want to say they may be telling you to follow your heart, and that makes me wonder if this reading could be part of that. But also, I feel like this goes both ways, okay? This isn't just a one-way energy. This kind of goes both ways here. Let's get signs. Anyway, let's get signs. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Let's see if I missed anything. Air elves. There's Libra and Aquarius, Virgo, Aries. All right. Let's go to Libra. Let's go to Libra. What's up, Tren? How's it going, babe? All right. You're welcome, Lashana. You're a Libra elf, an air elf. That's so funny. All right, so Libra. What does Libra need to? Tell me whatever comes out for Libra. 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 Ooh, Libra, soulmates. This is like your meant to be type energy. There's something I want to check out in the book here. Yeah, this is talking about your close connections, your relationships. And this soulmates energy is not just down to like romance. Okay, this soulmates come in multiple forms. They could come in the form of a child, like you, mother son, mother daughter, father son, father daughter, you know, maybe your grandma or somebody, like where you just know you guys knew each other in a past life. You just know, like a soulmate. It's like someone who soul to soul connection, right? This is talking about like the foundation of a relationship and the strength of it. There's also talking about big changes in the energies, like between you and another person, or it could even talk about you finding your soulmate. Like this is what we might be looking at, Libra, is you potentially finding your soulmate. It feels like something, because the 41 breaks down to a 5, and the 5 is change, and it gives me an energy of like, so like changes in a relationship or finding your soulmate. Like a big bombshell is you run into your soulmate, or something like that. All right, give me whatever comes out for Libra. Please explain a little bit about this soulmate energy for Libra. Okay, so this is talking about the balanced approach when giving to connections. I'm getting balanced twice with the Temperance and the 6 of Pentacles. The Temperance is like emotional. It feels like emotional balance, whereas the 6 of Pentacles feels like physical, or like earthly, or like the energy you put into something physically, where you may have been stuck for a while. Maybe you felt stuck. Maybe you felt like you have been giving to something that isn't actually what you wanted. Like that maybe you've put on a pedestal and maybe you thought was what you wanted, but turns out it's actually not right for you at all. And that there's been nothing but conflict and controversy and bullshit in the energy. It feels like that's coming to an end. It feels like if you've left this behind, you're going to be you're going to be recovering, or getting some clarity, or feeling an improvement in your energy, feeling it. Yeah, because clarity, there's clarity with that Ace of Swords, but it makes me wonder if you're going to figure out that it's time to follow your heart. Libra, I wonder if you've been kind of detached from your heart space for a while, and now, like, you may have felt stuck, like you had to do something, like it was no choice. I have to be here, or I have to do this. Like, no matter what I do, I'm fucked anyway. But that's not the case. I feel like you get clarity, Libra, and something shifts, something changes, something transforms, or completes, a cycle completes. You're no longer having to do this thing that you thought you had to do all the time, or no longer having to be with an energy or a person that you felt like, well, I'm stuck and this is just what it is. I feel like that there's a completion. I feel like there's actually a moving on from this. Like you're getting a, maybe this really comes down to, for you guys, Libra, is like realizing who isn't right for you. Maybe it's more than anything who is not right for you. So Libra, it makes me wonder if we're looking at an energy where something you've been stressing out about, you end up getting the perspective on it that you need to do what you need to do. Like you have, like, to follow your heart, to do what you need to do, so that you can feel like everything's, I'm getting balance here with the Justice, the Temperance, and the 6 of Pentacles. It feels like there's some type of balance coming in, or you're going to start to feel a lot better. or like I feel like you're gonna get clarity and make a decision or make a move. With that Chariot card makes me wonder if you're gonna make a move. And it was all like something that really feels divinely guided, or like it was meant for you to kind of get clarity on this. Maybe because you've dealt with someone who didn't have your best interests at heart, someone who would be like erratic. It's like they didn't really see you for who you are. They kind of like took you for granted. I'm getting like a taken for granted energy, right? Somebody who was like, well, the grass is greener on the other side. I'm going to go over there to the other side. Elf preach. It feels like somebody who consistently wanted to go to the other side, feeling like everything was going to be great over there, which that's not where it's at. You know, it turns out it's only green where you water it, right? And so they weren't watering the grass on your side there. And that's the thing that sucks. It's like, oh, you now you know who I am after it's all said and done. Someone's been taking you for granted. And I feel like there's a sense of you being done with that, and actually knowing it's about knowing who is and is not your soulmate, and that anybody who's deceptive and like just does, no, this is not your soulmate. This is somebody has been erratic, impulsive, and jumping on things that because they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and what they're finding out is the grass wasn't green over there either, because it's not green if you don't water it, right? So maybe they jumped over to a side where no one watered the grass ever, right? And maybe on your side the grass has been watered sometimes, but you know it's not. But I feel like they jumped to a side where it's really not good, and then they realize, oh fuck, okay, now if that's not this person, that may be you, Libra. Somebody's realizing that they were deceptive and impulsive and made shitty decisions. Maybe this is you, Libra, feeling trapped in a relationship, dealing with the person who does these things. This isn't going to stay that way. I feel like there's a big time awareness coming for you, Libra, where you're going to realize who's who and what's what and what needs to be done. This is a big realization energy. This will be, in a way, it's like a bombshell energy. I don't have the Tower card here, but because I don't feel like it's unexpected, I feel like it's been leading up to this. But the Tower card energy, as in something breaks down, I feel like that's what we're looking at, like a breakdown of a situation, but it's been necessary, so that you can go in the direction of the people that are actually meant for you, not the ones that are not meant for you. Like there's people who are impulsive and do dumb shit, who have taken you for granted and who wanted to always go here, there, and everywhere, that are realizing that it wasn't that all along, that they could have had everything with you if they really wanted it. But it's like, okay, so too late. What is it? So whatever the fucking shit is. It's like, too late, man. Too late. You did this. Now it's too late. No, she's growling, Tren. They're over there bitching at each other. They're over there cussing each other out. That's what I say when they start doing that shit. I'm like, why are you cussing each other out? But yeah, it gives me a sense of a big fat realization that something could have been great if they had put the energy into it, but it may be too little too late. It's like, oh, after all this time, you're just now realizing I was a bad bitch. You just now realizing that shit. What's up, Lisa? So what it's looking like, yeah, that's them bitching at each other. Because they all get on each other's nerves on a regular basis. Plus, we have 2 puppies that we have for like another couple days, and the older girls are not about the puppies. They're like, nah, I'm okay without them hoes. All right. So yeah, it feels like a realization. It feels like there's you're about to, I honestly feel like you're about to find your soulmate. I feel like the realization here is great because you, in a way it's great. If it's you doing the realizing, Libra, it's great because you're, it's great because yeah, you know what, things got messed up here, right? But the thing that I like about a realization, even if it's not necessarily what you would say in your benefit, it is in your benefit because that gets you a step closer to your soulmate. Because I feel like this wasn't your person. I feel like this was a forced energy, right? Granted, yes, you can make anything work. You can grow, you can fucking water the grass and make anything work, man. You can transplant the grass and make the bitch look great. Okay. But at the end of the day, like something that's supposed to be there for you, that's supposed to, like, that will be there for you. You don't have to transplant the grass. You don't have to fucking water the grass as much. It feels like the rain will come. Things will be okay. It just, it feels like you're about to hit your soulmate jackpot. And the realization is that this isn't it. And especially a person that comes back and goes, oh, my bad. Now I know who you are. Yeah. All right, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Libra. That's what I have for you guys. Let me use the restroom really quick, you guys. I'll be right back. And then we're going to get right into Scorpio. So I'll throw the Scorpio banner up and I'll timestamp it when I get back. All right, I'll be right back. Give me un momento, por favor. May the force be with you. That's cute. All right, Scorpio. Let's see. All right, 2040. All right, Scorpio. Let's find out messages for Scorpio, please. Whatever comes out. Whatever comes out, please, for Scorpio. Comes out for Scorpio, please. Whatever comes out for Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Get that mind right. It's time to clean it up. You want these manifestations to come in so bad. Relationships, jobs, money, any fucking thing you can think of. But you know what's the problem? You can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see through all the negative shit going on in your head. You got a bunch of crap happening in there. Lots of chaos. Not, I don't want to say chaos, but it's like heavy thinking. It's heavy. It's, oh, this isn't going to work out. That's not going to work out. Well, I might as well not do this because that's not going to, you know what I mean? It's like too much heaviness. And it's giving me a sense of, it's like clean that space up, clean that. You want new things to come in. Well, they need to have a place to go. And if you're clogged up with all this shit in your head that's saying that things are bad or they're never going to work out or this is all falling apart and all this blah, 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 right? You can't gain what you're looking for. There's like a mental clarity that is needed here. That's like, that is this is cleaning up of those negative thoughts. All that shit, those clouds are thoughts, those negative thoughts, those things that make you feel like you can't have what you want. Or it's like something swirling around in your head. It's like a consistent storm in there, just brewing all the time with these thoughts that shit's not going to go the way you want it to go. I can't have this. I can't have that. And it makes no sense because it's saying like you can, but you've got to clear that space. And this could even go as far as to say with relationships and you wanting to start a new relationship. If for some of you, this is about new relationships, this is literally 21 is the feminine, and then the 2 is the feminine, 1 is the masculine. That gives me a sense of people coming together to create something, but in between them there might be a storm. Maybe there's a lot going on in the middle of a relationship, because that could also say what it is. It's like 2 people trying to come together, but there's so much shit going on. Maybe it comes down to the fact that a lot has happened in a relationship. Hold on, I'm gonna have to do something about this little rat. Nope, never mind. They figured it out. All right, nice. All right, Scorpio. Yeah, well, the parasite is literally like the negative thinking, or like say past mistakes, or it's crazy. No need for it. It doesn't make sense. It's like, let's get out the freaking, let's get the cobwebs out of there. Quit thinking everything's going to be dark and stormy. All right, Scorpio, please tell me messages for Scorpio. Yeah, there's some type of clarity coming when it comes to, geez, this energy. I feel like the Sun card is bringing about. It's like, if the sun is shining after a storm, and you're getting clarity on what you want, what you're looking for, or what you expect. Feels like you're finding out. Oh my God, that was so cute. Oh God, bless America. That was so cute. They're so cute. Like there's, you ever seen something so cute, you just want to pop its head off and throw it across the room? That's extreme, but I swear to God, they're that cute. They do the most adorable stuff, and they're twins. It's even worse. They only just learned that they could bark. Like they've only started doing this in the last couple of days. Now that they know they can bark, they do all this hopping around and barking and shit. It's hilarious. Fuck, they're cute. It's bad. I wish they were ugly. They tear my stuff up. They eat my buttons off my damn slippers and shit, those little bastards. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so hold on. This is going to be with connections. If you're trying to stay with someone, Scorpio, there's a need to bring everything up to the surface and look at it and just talk about it and do something about it. There is a need to just be honest about it. It's like things are coming to the surface and it's clouding everything, right? But if no one says anything about it, if they don't talk about it, then what are you expecting? Really, Journey, right there? It's just going to create fights and chaos. There's a sense, okay, especially in relationships, Scorpio, there's a need for you to do some soul searching. Number one, is this really what you want? Is this right for you? Does it feel right for you? Is it something that's too chaotic that you don't feel like the air could be cleared, or that, you know, maybe you feel like someone's still not being honest with you. Maybe you found out from other people, other sources, that someone's not being honest with you. Journey, really, right there? She does this booty in the air like she just don't care thing. She's always got her, like, she puts her ass in the air and she like chews on her bone, like, you know, just with her little front paws and her little face down. It's funny. And that's what she's doing right now. It's heavy. That's first of all, that card alone, that clean it up card is that the energy's heavy. It's thick. It's heavy. Clarity's coming with the Sun card, though. So it's not the end all be all here. This is only a moment. This is saying that the air can be cleared, but there needs to be communication, and not communication that's like, you're like, you did this, and someone else goes, no, you did this, and fuck you, and fuck, no. Okay, it's got to be like, listen, you did this and it made me feel like this. Okay, well, you did this and you made me feel like this. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, like it's got to go both ways. If you can't have that with someone, if there's still deception and you feel like things aren't open and honest, then what's the point? You're lying to yourself and you're fighting with something that is a point. You're wasting your fucking time, Scorpio. You're wasting your time. Is it because you don't want to be alone? Feels like something's being sussed out, or something's being revealed, that maybe this connection is fucked up. Maybe there's so much that happened that y'all can't clean it up right now. Maybe it's something where it's going to take time and y'all need to take your space from each other. Like, it's okay though. It's okay to take space from someone. It's okay to take a moment and walk the fuck away. Even if you say, well, I'm in love with this person. Tell me right now, what are you in love with? I want to know every single detail of why you are in love with this person. They pay my rent, and no, I don't, fuck you. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me that. I'm not going to listen to you. I'll shut you down so fast. Go ahead and get a freaking notebook, write down the pros and then the cons, and then write them all down. What's the best parts of this relationship? What do you love about this person? What is everything that you look forward to? What is all the stuff that this person does for you? Go to the next side. What is everything that's terrible about this relationship? What are the things you have to deal with all the time? What are the things you don't feel like are going to change? Write all those things down. What outweighs what? If the good outweighs the bad, clear the air, be honest, speak to this person, and do something about it. If it doesn't, if the bad outweighs the good, you've got your fucking answer, man. It's like plain and simple. It feels like we put way too much energy into, well, I don't want to be alone, and I don't want to tell this person I don't want to be with them because maybe I'll hurt them, or blah. But who are you living for then? Number one, if that's the case, who are you living for? Number two, why would you love someone where the cons way outweigh the pros? Are you sure that's love? Are you sure that's not fear of abandonment? Are you sure that's not fear of being alone? Are you sure that you're just not afraid? You're not afraid that you won't be able to find better? I'm just asking. It is what it is. I'm just asking. I feel at the end of the day, there's a need to walk away from this and heal. That's what I'm getting out of this, all of this. The Five of Swords is nothing but conflict and bullshit, right? But it comes from the Seven of Swords, lies and deceptions and things that weren't on the up and up, scheming and betrayal that you've had to fight over and over and over and over and over and over, right? So this saying Hermit card. Well, what is it you really want? Pros and cons list. That sounds crazy, right? Well, you only do that for like jobs and shit. No, the fuck you don't. Do that for everything in your life. Do it for everything. Pros and cons. And if that shit doesn't, like, if you look at that and you got 3 rows of cons and 1 row of pros, unless all your cons are like their feet are big, I don't like the pants they wear, like we're serious. Fuck the clothes, fuck the outer part of it. Like, what is the inside of this person? And what is it you think you love about them? Or what is it you're saying you love about them, right? Not about, well, they drive a shitty car, or they're a terrible driver, or they don't like my dog, or like, yeah, maybe that's a problem. They don't like your dog, but I'll be honest with you. They can always grow to like your dog. There's so many of them. Dana, they pop in all the time. If you look at most of my YouTube videos, Journey pops in there the entire live. She'll pop in like 4 or 5 times. Journey's in there all the time. I can show you a puppy if you want to. Let me finish with this Scorpio read, and I'll go grab a puppy so you can see those guys. I'll grab them both. They're little twins. One girl, one boy, twins. Anyway, there's a need for you, like Scorpio. This is asking you, this is calling you to clean the situation up. This makes me go back to that clean it up card and say, if there's a mess going on here and you feel like this whole relationship or situationship or job or whatever is just fucked up and it's just been a mess, then take care of it. You don't have to keep it. You are the creator of your life, man. So create your life. Don't sit and think you're stuck on something. You have to have something. This is saying you only get what you give. Justice card. You only get out of your life what you're willing to put into it. So say you're only willing to, if you're only willing to put into it just taking shit, guess what you're only going to get out of it? Shit, right? Like, well, I don't stand up for myself and I just allow shit to go whatever way. Well, guess what? Then that's exactly what you're going to get out of it. You can have what you want, but there's a need for you to be honest. I feel like for more than anything, it's with yourself, Scorpio. Be honest with yourself. Love is in your energy, but it has to come from you really being truthful with yourself about exactly what you want and what you don't want, what's good for you, what's not good for you, really laying it on the line and not fucking around about it. Okay. Like really being honest. Don't go, well, this person cheats on me all the time, but it's okay because I mean, yeah, I don't want my person to cheat on me, but you know, at least I know they come home to me every night. Like, oh, Derek. That is the cutest thing ever. Derek, bravo. I like if that shit happens, no lie, y'all. That's my plug. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get Derek and Chris on here literally all the time. Y'all are gonna be celebs on my channel because I'm gonna be like, no, listen, this is where they found love. It's not, but it is in a way because I think I'm the one that was like, hey, you guys should. I'm pretty. Sorry, guys. It was because I used my phone, the other phone, and it cut my camera off. So we're here. Come here. Come here. No, come here. Come here. No, Sally's. You gotta be the show offs. You gotta be the show offs. Okay, show offs. Those are the babes. Twins, right? Am I wrong? One girl, one boy. Twins. And they smell so good. They smell like puppies. I don't know. There's something good about puppies. They just smell so good. They're littles. They actually look really big right now, but they're tiny. They're sweethearts. They're actually going to be finding their forever homes on Sunday. Yeah, they're cute. It's kind of ridiculous. One's got a long tail and one's got no tail. The boy is no tail. The girl is long tail. They are adorable. And she kicks his ass. Oh, really? That's awesome, Derek. All right, now. All right, that was my shameless puppy plug. Yeah, that it's like a blonde. It's like a blonde brindle. Oh, they do the dumbest, like most adorable things that, like, I find myself constantly going, oh my God, they're so cute. It's not possible. Is it possible that they could be this cute? All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Let's find out. Okay, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Tell me whatever wants to come out for Sagittarius. The energies for Sagittarius. Whatever wants to come out. Whatever wants to come out. Whatever wants to come out. Oh, you got two. Come to the edge. Be bold. Be bold, Sagittarius, when it comes to what you want. And Jeanette, what's up? Yes, be bold when it comes to what you want. This is talking about like following your heart. This is talking about no longer being something you're not. This is saying to literally that mask. It's like you don't need that mask. You know what you want. The wise old owl. There's wisdom there. You already know what you want. It's like saying, like, it's like letting the floodgates open of your heart, and it's saying that don't be afraid that you're going to fall off the edge and then you're never going to be caught. Okay. This is saying, especially when it comes to your heart, it's okay. Because if you notice in both of these cards, there's those those little red petals. They look like rose petals. They're they're in the shape of hearts, right? So those, it's like, be open and honest with what you want. I feel like these cards kind of go perfectly together. Yeah, there's a big change coming when it comes to brand new connections, your stability, the foundation that you're standing on, like the things that you, there's a big change coming for you. Things that'll end because you've got new beginnings. This is talking about not just relationships. This is a lot of this is about manifestations, about things that you're trying to create in your life, that you may be playing it safe. Are you playing it safe, Sagittarius? Are you playing it safe? Because it makes me wonder, Sag, if you're playing it safe. Like afraid that you may tip off that edge and then that's it. Like you're going on this little space and you're going round and round, and it's not exactly, you know what you want, but you're so afraid to go to the outside of that little space, because what happens if you fall off and then everything falls apart and then it doesn't do it? It's like, well, everything falls apart and that's it. We're done. This is saying, man, stand on that edge, stand on the edge. And if you fall, I've got you. That's what it's giving me. If you fall, I've got you. Don't worry. I've got you. Take off the mask. Stop doing things you don't want to do. The mask is the person that you walk around acting like. Oh, maybe you have a job you hate and you pretend you like it. Maybe you're with a person that you say you love, but you really don't really respect and you don't really feel like you're connected to. This is like talking about anything in your life where you feel like you're not necessarily following your heart. And it's also saying that there's more depth. I feel like there's more depth to you. It feels like if you're being very surface level, there's a need for you to go deeper. Like, be okay with bearing it all. Like, just be who you are going to be. I feel like Sagittarius, if anyone, it feels like you're staying stuck in a place, very much stuck. The fear alone of everything falling apart is what keeps you on that little tiny island. Right? The fear keeps you on that little tiny island. And it's like that little tiny, it only looks like that's the only space to walk on. It only looks that way. The truth is, what you're not realizing, you have wings. Even if it was the only space to walk on, you have wings. You can fly. Or maybe just the rest of it looks different than what that little space looks like. And because you're so used to seeing that little space, you think, well, the rest of it can't be ground. It can't be solid. It is solid. You're good. You're good. You're fucking good, man. All right. Some of you might be 36. Or 36 means something to you. Could be a lucky number. 14 could be a lucky number. 9 and 5 could also be numbers that are important to you. 14 could be maybe an age of your child, maybe the age of, maybe how long you've been somewhere or done something where it's time to get out of it. Oh, wow. All right. So tell me more about Sagittarius. Tell me something about, tell me about this. Tell me about Sagittarius. Tell me about Sagittarius. Where are you putting your energy, Sag? Are you putting it into playing it safe? I feel like you're putting it into playing it safe, and I feel like you're playing it safe with energies that have kept you going round and round, or kept you in an energy of, I almost want to say, not, I don't, but I do want to say like toxic energy, or something where you felt stuck, where there's a self-imposed prison, man. I'm telling you, this is like you feeling like it's not safe to jump outside of that safe zone. That fucking safe zone means nothing, okay? It's not real. It's a self-imposed imagination. It's not real. You may be just unsure of yourself right now, Sagittarius. And afraid that after everything you've been through, that you're going to go through way more. It's like, man, I can't imagine what's coming or like, what if I jump off the edge of this thing that I assume is going to be a cliff, because it just looks that way. It's like an appearance, but it's not real, but it's self-imposed. If I jump off of that thing, then what happens if I'm more broken than I already am after I've done whatever I've done? It's like easier to stay in one place where you're not completely broken, or but it's an assumption. It's a mental thing. And the Four of Swords. So now we need to clear out some of that mental chaos, which gives me a connection to the last reading, but it's a little bit different. It's like now it feels like a bit of clearing out old energies to take the next steps. Analyzing what you've done so far and what have you got out of it. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth what you've got going on? Yeah, but it's not a prison in paradise, because this is not paradise. If it were paradise, you wouldn't want out of it. If it were paradise, you wouldn't even ever watch a tarot reading, because you'd be like, I'm in paradise. What the fuck would I need tarot for? That shit is pointless. Yeah, it's not paradise at all. This is someone wearing a mask, not following their heart, and it's not paradise, because if it were paradise, you wouldn't even worry about tarot. It wouldn't matter, because you'd be so happy in your paradise. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a need for you. It feels like, number one, for some of you, it feels like dealing with energies that have like really kind of like been impulsive and not really worried about how you feel about something before they do something, but you over worry about how other people feel. Those same people aren't doing the same as you. Those same people are doing whatever they want, right? There's a need for you to not worry so much about what other people say either. Like, fuck what other people say. Follow your heart. It doesn't matter. There's a sense of you being like kind of placed in almost a feeling of limbo, because there's a need for you to realize that you can step off that edge. It's not an edge. It's not an edge. There's no edge to it. You can keep going. It just looks that way. It's like what is that? It's like an optical illusion. It looks like an edge. It looks like if you go off the side, you're just going to tumble down, and then that's it. You're done and it's over. That's not how it is. It's an optical illusion. It feels like things have been leading you in a certain direction and you've been so afraid to jump off that side of that little edge. Like there's been these things that like your heart or something is leading you in a certain direction and there's a fear. It's like a trail is being left for you to follow, but there's a fear of following it. Even though you know it's the trail that was left purposely for you to follow, there's a fear that if you follow it, you fall off the edge and that's it. Again, we're going back to that. That's it. We're done. There, it feels like a transformation is happening for you, Sagittarius. Where it's like leaving behind or letting go of karmic cycles, karmic energies, things that are not good for you. It's healing these you've dealt with karmic cycles, karmic energies, and there's a need to let go of that shit. It's serving no purpose. Yeah, the past is an illusion anyway, Derek, because the only thing that's real to you right now is the now. This is saying when something asks you to take that next step in the now, take the next step, even if you feel like you can't see the solid ground underneath your foot, right? It doesn't need to be seen to be there. It's like an optical illusion. Think about this like the fucking Matrix. It's like a video game. It's a choose your own adventure. Do you want to stay locked in the same little like 3 questions, or do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? And you just keep turning in circles going, yeah, I'm just going to keep going right. I'll just keep going right. Let's see how right. And you're just like spinning. Well, maybe it would have gone. I don't fucking know. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It would have just continued to go in the same direction. This is saying there's a need for you to like not worry about if you're going to be caught in the next step. The next step you will be caught. Okay. You're not going to be left to like just, you know, die. You're not going to fall off the edge of a cliff and then you go down to the bottom and, you know, you're all broken. It's not going to happen like that. Spirit's saying, I've got you, but now when are you going to trust me? Trust me and I'll show you. Trust me, have faith, and I'll show you. This is just more than spirits, like the universe. It's like trusting in yourself. It's like knowing the next step is going to be okay. It's like, even if it doesn't necessarily take you exactly where you need it to go right away, it's going to lead to that place. And so don't think that every single time you move, it doesn't land you right into the perfect place, that it's not on the right path, right? You're still on the right path. You have to go through these times to get to that right path. So this is going to be with anything. If you feel like you're staying stuck in relationships that aren't doing you any good, that are literally toxic energies that keep you feeling stuck, well, guess what? That's not where you're supposed to be. It's okay to decide to not be there. It's like Spirit's begging you, please, Sagittarius, please trust me. Please, what do I have to do to make you understand that I'm going to catch you? Let's be honest with you. You might have fallen into bad situations, but those are by choices that you made, right? But the truth of the matter is, like, you're still here. If it were so bad, you wouldn't even be here. It wouldn't even be. If you're going to fall off the edge, if you've stepped off the edge before into a situation that was toxic, why are you afraid to step out of toxicity into your future? It's like we get so caught up in the cycle of toxicity and we're like, well, at least we're okay here. At least we know everything's okay. I'm used to this. I know what it looks like to go round and round with these toxic cycles. At least I know that. So if I know that, it's not so bad. No, you're not following your heart. And that means you're wasting your life being miserable. That's what I'm saying here. So there's a need for you to trust, have faith. Please, the universe is saying, please come to the edge, because what you don't know is just because you can't see the floor. It's like in the Wolverine movies. It wasn't Wolverine. I can't remember exactly what it was, but remember when they were going to see that one dude and it was like the pathway to him was like clear and they had to walk on that, and it just looked like if you just like kind of breathed a little bit wrong, you'd fall off the edge. I can't remember. Magneto, wasn't it Magneto? Right. And he's like, they're on their way to go down. I feel like it's fucking, I can't remember what the damn name of it is, but anyway, well, they're walking to Magneto and it feels like they're just going to fall off the edge, and they're not, though, because the truth is, like, it's just because you can't see the floor doesn't mean it's not there. That's what I'm getting. All right, that's what I'm getting. And I'm out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to Capricorn. What do we have? Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer. Well, that's good. Step out of that comfort zone, because that's what the universe is begging you to do. That's what, it's not even the universe so much, Derek, as it's your higher self saying, come here, Derek. There's more for you. I have so much more that you can't even imagine, but be strong enough to come here. Oh, thank you so much, Derek. I appreciate you. That means a lot, actually. I appreciate the feedback. All right, so we've got Cancer, we've got Leo, we've got Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. Anything I missed? There's Leo. Lots of Leo. Lots of Leo and lots of the reads, though, I noticed. Dana, good night, honey. Thank you so much. Have a great night. All right, so let's move on to Capricorn. All right. All right, let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn. Tell me what Capricorn needs to know right now. What's Cappy? I gotta change the thing. God, I paid attention. Capricorn. Yep, perfect. What does Capricorn need to know right now? Tell me whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Hold on. Whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Oh my gosh, Capricorn, you also have something going on with your head with this clean it up card. Feels like there's a whole new energy awaiting or available to you. But if you keep getting stuck in this clouded like negativity, you're going to stay stuck in this clouded negativity. You can't stay stuck there, Cappy. What are you doing? Like, there is no sense in it. It doesn't make sense. It feels like so much. There's a lot of weight in this, a lot of heaviness here. It almost feels like, can I do this all by myself, or can I clean all of this mess up by myself? Well, you won't be by yourself because you've got spirit behind you, number one. So it's not you by yourself. It's not you all alone and that's it. You know, it feels like there's like this spiritual energy that's here trying to help you clean it up, but you may be kind of like either nervous or afraid of it, or wondering if it's the right move, the right thing, or are they doing it? If this cleaning up where I need to be cleaned up, feels like everything kind of needs to be cleared. Mental, mainly mental. Overthinking, questioning yourself, second guessing yourself. Second guessing the shit out of yourself, which is not getting you anywhere. Hold on, I gotta fix my cards. I put that whole stack on there the wrong way. I want to make sure everything is face down. All right. All right, Capricorn. What is Capricorn? Anything that Capricorn needs to hear. Whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Whatever wants to come out for Capricorn. Expectations are part of the issue. Expectations are part of the issue here, Capricorn. There's a sense of you kind of, okay, there's a couple of things. Number one, you've done the work to end old cycles or a completion. It's done. Okay. You don't feel like it's done. You keep thinking it's not done, but it's done. Okay. You're not getting that. It's done, Cappy. You did it. But you keep getting stuck in this energy of like, maybe I didn't. What if I didn't? Maybe there's more to it. Maybe I need to, I don't know what, but it feels like a second guessing of yourself more than anything else. It's saying you're in a powerful energy right now as a person who's creating the fuck out of some shit, right? But you're second guessing yourself. Like, I'm not, bro, sis, ma'am, sir. Oh my goodness. We've got 10 of Pentacles. You're creating, your expectations are that things are going to fall apart, but the actual creation of it is the complete opposite. The complete opposite. Success, stability. This is what you've actually created, but you're not seeing it. You're in this, what I want to say, Cap, you're in the middle of success and stability, and you're second guessing yourself on a regular basis, feeling like it's all going to come crumbling down at any moment. I didn't do the work properly. It's all going to fall apart at any moment. You might feel like, I feel like see, the cycle ended where it's like you're gaining, there is a sense of needing to gain a sense of love for yourself, or there is like an ending of a cycle where there was a lack of love, like that's over and done with. I wonder if that's over and done with, and that's the problem, and not the problem. It's like it's over and done with, but you don't realize it. Like that lack of emotional stability. It's a matter of whenever you're ready to close the door. When are you ready to close the door? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, this is for sure certain. Okay, and for some of you Capricorns, for some of you, there's a sense of you either dealing with like parents, or like you and yourself and a partner where you're recovering from major loss, but kind of getting stuck in the energy of loss. It's like you're stuck in the energy of loss, even though you've overcome loss. You're stuck in that, you've overcome it. You don't realize how far you've come, and you're sitting there going, oh my God, everything's going to fall apart. I'm going to lose everything again. Like this is going to happen again. And I can't even do that. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm just not good enough. I don't know what I'm thinking. I should just go over here and sit down and just fucking sit down. Like, I don't, you know what? I'm not going to do anything right now, because every time I try to do something, it's not even going to work out anyway, because we're going to be right back to square one. But the thing is, you've gotten way past square one. You went all the way to square 10. You've already got, like, you've created major abundance. You've gotten over or removed, you've recovered from financial loss. You've got good things going for you. Things are successful. They look fantastic, but your head is getting the better of you. And there might be someone in your energy who's also making you second guess yourself. So you could be doing really well in a situation, or you and another person doing really well in a situation, but an outsider is going, I don't know. I don't know, Cap. Oh, you think you did? Yeah, I don't know. It could fall apart at any time. Watch out for what you put into that, because that shit's going to fall apart. And you're like, well, fuck, man, maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. Maybe maybe it is going to fall apart. Well, I can't do that again. You know, you see how it just becomes like a round and round we go. You've already become a success. Now it's time to accept the energy of success. For some of you Capricorns, you don't even realize that this is what's coming for you. For some of you, this is your energy that you're about to be in, of like feeling like there's going to be someone coming in trying to make you second guess yourself. But for some of you Capricorns, like that don't feel like you've gotten here, this is what your future energy is. Recovering from financial loss, recovering from a loss of like heartbreak, finances were fucked up, like the whole thing was fucked up. Now you're coming completely out of that, changing the energy, very successful. Things are moving along. You're putting a lot in, you're getting a lot out, but you're still kind of in that headspace of, it's this headspace. Right now, the headspace is something that needs to be tackled. It feels like all the physical things are actually going better than you think. And if they haven't started this, you are literally walking into this energy of something of like, you're going to start to see the fruits of your labor, but you're still going to second guess it. And that's what the kicker is here. Like, we've come so far, yet here we are still second guessing ourselves. You can't keep doing that, Cap. You have something really good going on here. Don't let anybody get in your head and try to tell you that you're not doing well. That whoever that is, that person, they need to go get the fuck out. Like they need to get moving, because that's not going to work here. Because I'm seeing the energy of the hard work being done, that we've come so far, but there's one person that maybe they just linger in here. They're not really attached. They're very detached from their heart space, and they're very much making you feel like you haven't done what you needed to do. And so now you're second guessing yourself. It's not that you haven't done what you needed to do, Capricorn. It's that they didn't do what they needed to do. Their life is a shit show, and they're trying to make it look like your life is. It's not yours. It's theirs. Do not attach yourself to that energy. That is a facade. That's bullshit. That's their shit. Let them fucking go fuck off, okay? Because you're doing the work. If you don't realize it now, you're going to in the next, like I would literally say, sometime in February, you're going to start to see a big change or big shift in your energy, probably towards the latter part of February. If you haven't already seen this, you're going to see a big shift in the energy. By March, by March, you're going to be like, cheers, we did it. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this fucking king of this, I want to throw him like if I didn't need this card for the next round, I swear I'd throw that sucker on the ground. Like that person needs to go F themselves. Like no lie, that is not your energy. Do not accept it. I do not accept this energy. This is not mine. I accept the energy of I've done the work. I'm in the process of, or I am seeing the fruits of my labors. You're doing good. I don't feel like this is so much relationship like between a husband and wife or a boyfriend and girlfriend, as much as I'm feeling like this is this is like just situations in your life with certain people you deal with in your life. They're going to be regulars in your life, but it's like one of those people is like your rock, and another one of those people is trying to remove the rock or like put a wedge in. That person buys because they don't represent you. They don't represent the truth. They represent their own insecurities is what that is. They're insecure and they're trying to put that shit on you. Do not accept it. We've got Aries, Taurus, Libra, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Lots of Leo tonight. Jeez. Aquarius again, Cancer. Jeez, the fucking Leo is insane. What's up, Delaney? How's it going? All right, so we're going to move to Aquarius. Aqua. At 2:26. All right, Aquarius. Let's find out. Aquarius. Tell me messages for Aquarius. Whatever wants to come out, please, for Aquarius. Whatever wants to come out for Aquarius. Whatever wants to come out for Aquarius. Whatever wants to come out. Whoa. Well, I might as well take it. Wow. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me. All right, Aquarius. Holy moly. All right. So number one, we have unfinished symphony, and this talks about things feeling undone, closure, maybe feeling like you need closure on something, or feeling like something's just been finished and you never really got to get anywhere with it, and feeling like that's kind of just the way things have been going for you for a while. But I wonder, Aquarius, if it's because you're not necessarily connected to your emotions. I wonder if you're like taking like a step back from your emotions, or have for a very long time. What's up, Kat? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Aquarius, this is definitely a sense of it may feel, even for some of you Aquarius, like I'm like repeatedly having to kind of be leaving things unfinished. It's like it keeps seeming to be that way, or it keeps coming out that way. It feels like there's a change coming though. There's some type of change either in a relationship or that unfinished symphony energy. I don't think this is necessarily oh, that's awesome, Deb. Thank you so much. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I take care of my puppy. Hold on. I'll be rewinding. Capricorn at 2:14:45, Delaney. All right. Sorry. All right. So Aquarius, yeah, this is feeling like a big change coming in. Well, you know what I wonder for some of you Aquarius, like, and I think I said this already, if things consistently have been left undone. So multiple times in your life, you've had to kind of like stop doing something and kind of move on, right? Feels like it's happened over and over again, especially with connections to others. I feel that there's a change here. There very much looks like a big change when it comes to this energy of having to, like, I want to say consistently leave things behind, or feeling like maybe you just don't have the confidence to finish or follow through with things. So you just kind of continuously leave it behind, leave it undone. This is like unfinished progress or unfinished projects, regardless of what it is, relationship, job, hobbies, whatever, ideas. It's like consistently kind of leaving things undone. It's like, wow, I've been doing this for a long time. Maybe it's time for a change. Aquarius. Yep. Okay, Aquarius. There's something about you getting you maybe finally instead of if for some of you, if this is like a lack of confidence or emotional connection, that's about to change. I feel like you're getting a new perspective on a new beginning, or getting a new perspective, big time shift, big time change. Tower moment is coming for you. When it either comes for something that you would like to start, some new fresh start, or something that you have wanted to work on, but maybe have been holding off on, because maybe it is like, okay, well, here we go again. Am I just going to start this and then let it go? You're not going to. This is going to be the game changer for you, Aquarius. You've got a game changer coming up. A realization. Fucking game changer, Aquarius. Fucking game changer. But I will tell you one thing. Okay, first of all, it feels like a tower moment that maybe happened or is about to happen that you're going to have to really like gather your strength for. But why is it happening? It's because you're about to hit your wish fulfillment. It's because you're about to follow through with something, and maybe you've been notoriously not following through with things, Aquarius. So if you're notorious, what's up? Who did I miss? Anybody? I just want to make sure I didn't miss. Okay, yeah, I said hi to Kat. I just want to make sure I said hi to everybody. Yeah, this is like if you've notoriously not followed through with things, if you're one of those people that starts a lot of projects and leaves them unfinished, if you're one of those people that even starts a relationship but doesn't really go anywhere with it, if you're one of those people that starts chatting with someone and then kind of leaves them on red, if you're one of those people that, you know, gets afraid that if they do something new that it's going to fall apart anyway, so we just kind of like start it, yeah, and it's all great, we got all the momentum in the world to start it, and then all of a sudden, boom, we just let it go. Okay, that's about to change, Aqua. Big time change. I feel like you've been lying to yourself for a while, Aquarius, and you're going to see it. You're a Hanged Man, Seven of Swords. You're going to see it. You're going to be faced with it. It's going to be right fucking there, Aquarius. You are going to have no choice. Baby, you got no choice. And that's a good thing, because what it's going to bring about, celebration. For some of you, Aquarius can be a person or people or a sign who likes to be alone. Okay. Aquarius can be a sign that likes to be alone. They can be a sign who is fine with their own company. They can be a sign that also wants and craves connections with others, but tells themselves they don't. You do, baby. And this is about to change. You're about to be, I almost wonder if you're about to be putting yourself in the middle of connections. I wonder if you're about to grab the bull by the horns, Aquarius. For some of you, you're about to grab the bull by the horns. You're not even gonna fuck. Yeah, you're like, nope. You know what? I've done this repeatedly, and what can I expect out of leaving things? It's something is you're gonna have to take a very good look at a situation, and realize that you have abandoned things because of fear. It's fear of either not of people letting you down, people leaving you behind. It's a fear of there's fears here. This is fears that I'm looking at. It's fears of things not working out. It's even fears of things working out and you being the happiest person you could be. There's so much going on here, Aquarius. It feels like more than just a fear of things not happening right or not going well, but also a fear of them going well. Like, what happens if I get everything I want? What happens if I get my wish fulfillment? What would I do then? Like, what would I do? And I'm sorry, you guys, but you can say what you want, but like, I'm getting major goosebumps when I'm telling you this. Like, there's this fear of being the happiest person you could be. There's this fear because maybe you've never truly known it. Maybe you've never really had an opportunity to feel the happiness you've always wished for. Like that so you start things thinking they're going to make you happy, and then halfway through they don't, and you kind of abandon them, right? But you never really gave them a chance, did you, Aquarius? What it gives me is you never really gave them a chance. What it gives me is that you thought you started in the beginning, and a speed bump comes along and you go, ooh, that speed bump looks big. You know what? Let's not go over the speed bump. It could fuck my tires up, and I'm not trying to replace my tires. So you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, I know that on the other side of that speed bump is where I need to be, but I don't want to fuck my tires up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stay over here. Right. So it's like that kind of energy where it's like, what if it all falls apart? Or say you get on the other side and you're like, what if it's like Dorothy and she drops into Oz or what is it? Is that where it is? I know it's the Wizard of Oz. Okay, it is Oz. Yeah, so it's like Dorothy drops there and she's like, you know, what she's finding out, like, it's like, I feel like that's where you're ending up. You're like Dorothy. Everything's being picked up, spun around, and you're going to be plopped somewhere. And what that place is going to teach you is that you had it all along. Or like it's just the fear, maybe I don't know. It's like I'm getting this fear, this what it's like this what if energy that Aquarius, they keep stopping you. This what if it doesn't work out? What if I get destroyed? What if I get hurt? Well, what if you do? Like, what if? I mean, is that the end of the world? Do you just cease to exist? Well, I'm going to have to carry that hurt with me for a really long time. Okay, So fucking what? So what? So you carry that hurt with you. Now you know that when the next thing comes up, you can see the things that are going to be a part of what could be a hurt. Okay, so it's like, okay, I want to start my business, right? I start my business. Maybe it doesn't go well. And so we stop. We let go of the business. And so another opportunity comes up to start a business. And you go in your head, well, what if that happens? What happened last time? I don't want to do that. That was embarrassing. That was awful. But you're not going, wow, I learned a lot from that last business I started and how it failed. So now I kind of know exactly what I need to do to make it work this time. You're not doing that. You're going, well, what if it falls apart? Like, I can't do that again. That's too much. Like, I'm not going to do it. Baby, you're going to do it. You're about to have a big change. I feel like you're about to have to gather the strength that you need, or maybe you've had this happen recently where you've had to make a new start, maybe because something fell apart. And I feel like now's the time. Like, you've already seen the worst of the worst. What's so terrible about seeing the best of the best? Do you feel like you're not worthy, Aquarius? Is that what it is? Do you feel like you're not worth it? Is there something in you that says, well, I'm not good enough because of this, this, and this? I don't deserve the best because of these issues that I have. Say it's a relationship and you look at the person, you're like, man, they've got their shit together and I'm a mess. I'm just a mess. Like, how would this person even ever like me? What if this person looks at you and says, man, Aquarius has their shit together and I'm just a mess. How could Aquarius ever love me? And you don't know unless you actually try and just fully go for it. Like, Aquarius, this is in all aspects of your life. You've left things undone because you've always been afraid that you're not good enough. You don't tell people that. You stand strong and you be your Aquarius self and do what you got to do. But the truth is, you always feel like you're not good enough. And I feel like you're about to find out that you're good enough. I feel like you're about to be shocked, actually, by finding out that you're good enough. I feel like it's going to blow your mind, Aquarius, to find out that you are good enough. Like, more than you even realize. The fear of being happy, fear of seeing the ultimate happiness is about to be, like, eliminated. You've been doing this for long enough, Aquarius. I'm not saying that you're not following your goals, because I'm seeing someone who is goal oriented. I'm seeing someone who does follow, like, their goals. Like, they want to, they do what you're someone who does things, right? You do make things happen. But in the meantime, you don't ever put your heart fully into it because somehow you're afraid that you're not good enough. And that what if it doesn't work out? And I would hate to get my fragile heart broken. You're welcome, Lisa. But it's not that you're going to get your heart broken. It's more about you. It's not that someone's going to fall apart and it's going to break your heart. It's that you don't feel good enough. You have a deep-seated, it comes from past issues. And I feel like it's just a feeling of, I'm not good enough for all of that beauty, right? Well, guess what? You are. And you're about to get a big perspective shift. What's coming is a big perspective shift for you, where you're going to be like, whoa, okay, I'm good enough. Okay, fine, I'm good enough. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, I'm excited, right? So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at an energy of getting excited because what you thought you weren't good enough for, maybe someone or something comes through for you that tells you you're way overqualified for this, Aquarius. In fact, you're way better than we think that you think you are. You're better than we even thought you could be. And now we're wondering if we're not good enough, right? So it goes back to where you're feeling not good enough and someone or something expresses this energy of like, but what if I'm not good enough for Aquarius? And then it's perspective shift and you go, oh, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it. That's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. We're going to move on. We've got Pisces, Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We've got Leo again, lots of Leo in these reads. And there's Cancer. Lots of Leo in the reads. All right. That's very, very awesome. So it's like getting off that merry-go-round, Aquarius, and moving on to like finally finding that place that you've been wishing or hoping for to be, but never feeling like you deserved it or feeling comfortable enough in that energy. You're about to find comfort, my loves. All right, so we're going to move on to Pisces. Pisces at 2:43. All right, Pisces, let's find out, what does Pisces need to know? Whatever wants to come out? Huh? Pisces, whatever wants to come out for Pisces, please. Whatever wants to come out. Whatever wants to come out for Pisces, please. Ooh, changing the wind. A big ass change, too. That you're totally strong enough to withstand. New beginnings, possibly in relationships. Boy, I feel you, Pisces, have gone through a lot already. And you've become like it gives me the sense of like a really strong fortified building, right? And a storm comes through and everything is decimated in its path. But your building, but you. So everything is maybe demolished, and all along you were very, very strong and able to take the change. Not only that, there may be a desire to have something different or for something to, it's like, I really want this one thing. And you may have thought that it wasn't coming, but baby, it's coming, especially when we're talking about relationships, new beginnings in relationships. It feels like it's in the wind. You might even be knowing or having this like kind of, not, I don't want to say premonition, but a feeling like something's about to change. And it feels like the change may be, because that's a windy situation. And it feels like the change may be a little bit rough in the beginning, but what ends up happening is it becomes the best thing that ever happened to you. That you realize how strong you are in this change. Maybe that's already happened and now we're on the other side of it. I'm saying a change in the wind. So it's kind of like when it reminds me of in certain places when you when the seasons are changing and you can smell them. I remember like being in Florida when I lived in Florida, and I knew that that cooler weather was coming. It wasn't by the temperature of the wind, it was the smell. I remember smelling the wind, and I would tell people it's about to get cold, because I could smell it. It was something about the smell of it, and I knew it was about to be chilly. It wasn't the wind, because the wind would still be hot in Florida, but it had a certain odor, and that smell made me know we were about to get cool weather. And that's crazy, because in Florida, we don't be getting cool weather. But I always knew it was coming. I could smell it before it ever showed up. Kind of like rain. In certain places, you can smell the rain before it shows up. A breeze will hit, you smell the rain, and you know it's coming. That kind of thing. It's like a change in the wind. It feels like you're prepared for it, though, Pisces, more than you even realize. You may feel like you're going to crumble or that things are changing and I don't know what I'm going to do. No, you're standing strong. But I feel like for a lot of you Pisces, very intuitive energy of people who know what's coming, people who know what's about to hit, or they just know something is different. All right, Pisces. Pisces. I mean, full card at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I like that. Full card at the bottom of the deck. New starts. Okay, Pisces. I feel like you're about to see the fruits of your labor, Pisces. I feel like you're realizing that too. I feel like it's taken a long time. I feel like it's been slow, but I feel like you're about to see the fruits of your labor. You've put a lot into something and you're about to get a lot out of it. 6 is 6. Balance, major balance. Feels like you, and then it's funny too, because 6, and you see this, I just want to show you that balance, that scale, right? 6s actually mean balance, okay? And this is saying you're getting balanced in a lot of different ways. You're going to be noticed for your strength, for the changes that you've made, Pisces, that it's taken a long time. It feels like that Knight of Pentacles, you may have felt like you haven't made a move. Pisces, you may have actually sat there and said, well, shit, nothing's happening here. Boy, I've been trying, but nothing's really going on. No, Pisces, it's happening. You've got something happening here big time. Like there's a strong foundation that's already available to you, or that's already there. You're prepared for the change. Okay. There is a big change. What you're going to see is what you've put in is what you get out of it. Okay. It's taken a long time to come to you, Pisces. And I will give you that. Like it's been a good long waiting game, but that's not how it's going to stay. Feels like you learned a lot along the way. You also learned, it feels like there's some things that you held on to for a long time out of fear. You learned how to let go of those things. For some of you, Pisces, you could even have a fear of success. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Aquarius read with that fear of success. It's like, I put all this into it. It's going to be successful, but what if I'm not good enough, right? There's a change coming. You're about to see the fruits of your labor in all things. This doesn't have to just be, I am seeing a lot of financial here for a lot of you Pisces. I'm seeing a lot of like money messages where you feel like it's a long time coming. Like it's about damn time. It's whatever you put a lot of energy into to change, to get better at, to grow at. You're going to see the fruits of your labor in the next few months, very much in the next like 1 to 2 months. You might even notice that something happens on the 12th of the month. I wonder if it's like the next like February or March where you see a big change coming. For some of you, you have gone to school and you've learned, it took a long time to learn a craft. And you've been fearing that all this stuff you've done to learn this craft isn't going to get you anywhere, but baby, it's going to get you somewhere big time. You're about to hit the jackpot. In fact, for some of you, you're about to have so much going on, Pisces, that you're not going to actually know which direction to go. You will intuitively, because Pisces is a very, very fucking intuitive sign. Pisces is so incredibly connected. I call Pisces the elder of the signs. They are like the last sign we read for. The reason why is because Pisces, sometimes they can come across as very immature, but they're very connected, okay, energetically, and well, all signs are connected energetically, but Pisces specifically, most water signs, but Pisces specifically is like super intuitive. They're a bit of a step ahead of the game, right? They pick up their mistakes quicker than some signs, and they're able to reverse or change those or work on those. Some of you have felt like the changes you've tried to make aren't getting you anywhere. Like nothing's moving. I'm still stuck. I'm Pisces. I'm still stuck in the same bullshit I've been trying to make happen. But babe, that's about to change. I'm telling you, within the next 1 to 2 months, or by the 12th of a month. So I wonder if it's the 12th of February, 12th of March, or it's a 12th day of something where you're going to see a big shift, a change, an opportunity kind of falls into your lap. Not falls into your lap because you created it all along, but you're going to realize how much power you have. Lots of Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, or it just maybe business partners with the Taurus, or you could have Taurus in your chart. Man, you are about to change the game with something. I wonder for some of you, if it's this business, you're going to gain a business partner. It feels like something you learned this craft. You're really good at it. For a long time, you didn't see how you could get anywhere with it. It feels like even there have been opportunities that have come to you that you've kind of like ignored or pushed off, thinking, no, I don't know enough. I don't have enough knowledge. It could be an opportunity coming up in the next 1 to 2 months that you may think to yourself, I don't have what it takes to do this. I beg to differ. Pisces. You have everything it takes to do this. You've already got the knowledge. You've had the knowledge, right? Now your fear is the only thing getting in the way. So for a lot of, and if this is relationships, Pisces, again, we go, well, I've been through a lot in relationships. You have the knowledge, but you are afraid that you're not going to be good enough in this next relationship, if in this business. job, friend group, anything that you can think of. It feels like a sense of second guessing yourself and saying you don't know enough, and that's bullshit, because you do. You do. You've taken the time to get the knowledge, and there's a change coming for you. And whatever you've spent time learning, whatever you spent time on, you've worked hard for this, and you're about to. And Pisces card here with the moon, but Pisces can pull up fears. That's the other thing about Pisces, is there is a sense of fears that come up with Pisces, right? But it's also a lot of subconscious energy of like, it gives me a sense of being connected with the other side and pulling in manifestations a bit faster than the average sign. And so you give me a very Queen of Wands, like making shit happen energy, but second guessing yourself at the same time. There's a change. You have the knowledge. This, if it's a job, you have the knowledge. If this is relationships, you've already learned from the heartbreak. You're not a dummy, Pisces. You're not dumb. And this will, like, you're going to see a brighter side of the situation. Dude, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo, or this could be something that's in your chart. I'm definitely seeing like a sense of you coming out of a heartbreaking situation with flying colors. There's your knowledge, that Hierophant. So when this new opportunity comes up, which it is, you're going to be able to navigate this perfectly, but you're going to be second guessing yourself with that moon card and go, I don't know if I can do this. I don't think I know enough. Maybe I'm going to get fucked over again. Maybe it's like, maybe I won't see the red flags. No, bullshit, Pisces. Don't do that, because you're one of the strongest signs. You're going to see it. You'll be able to see a douchebag coming from a mile away, babe. Now you can't unsee that shit. Like now, and by the way, with money, holy shit, with money, within the next 1 to 2 months, I'm telling you, Pisces, there's going to be an opportunity that's laid in your lap that's going to make you fucking, you're banking. I'm just getting like financial independence and we're good. Like, but you have to get over that fear. Don't pass this by with that 4 of Cups. Don't pass this by, please, because you have an opportunity that's about to be in the palm of your hand. You have the knowledge. I hope that the ones that are listening to this reading, and there's a relationship coming up, or you think I'm not good enough, or I won't see the red flags, please go for it, because you will see it. You'll get yourself out before things get bad, if that were the case. But I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like it's just the fear that's going to make you want to not get into this. If it's a job or a career, please go for it. You have the knowledge. You're like on fire right now, Pisces. This is like, you're getting ready to come up on your season, you guys. Pisces, you're getting ready to come up on your damn season. Like, come on, man. You guys have the knowledge. You're good. You're solid. I promise you, you're solid. You don't realize it, but you're very solid. Wait, am I wrong? Is Pisces season already passed? No, it's March. In March, end of February, beginning of March. So yeah, you're about to come up on your birthday season. Do not fear, Pisces. You guys have what it takes. You have what it takes. You're badasses. If you're not financially secure at this point, you will be incredibly financially secure in the next 1 to 2 months. You're going to find a lot of happiness, but it's taking you having to leave situations in order to get there. So, but there's a big change in the wind for you, Pisces. Don't be afraid. You're strong enough. I want to go back to this change in the wind, and I want to show you this person on this card. If you can see that person right there, they are not holding on to anything. They're not holding on to any. That wind is blowing. Okay. It's blowing. You can see everything in the card blowing, right? But that person's not, they're sitting there and they're fine, and they're not holding on to anything. So what it makes me want to tell you, Pisces, is that you're strong enough to take this storm, or not the storm, because it's not a storm. There's no storm here. It's like a big shift, and it's going to be a very positive shift, but it may feel rocky because it's something that you're like, you've gone through so much hell that the positive end of it might feel weird to you. And you're like, no, I don't know enough. I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I fucked up my last relationship, or I didn't see this, or, I don't have the knowledge, or no, you do. You've got it. You're good. Just trust yourself. All right. I'm going to move on to, I guess we're closing this out. Aquarius, Leo. I think I called signs while I was doing this. Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Yeah, that's what I have for signs. Cancer. All right, so that's what I have for signs for that one. I hope you guys like this reading. Remember to comment on the videos, okay? Not in the lives, but on the regular videos. Go in and comment for any of you subscribers. Put in a crystal ball. And you're welcome, Derek. No problem. Put in a crystal ball, put in the topic you'd like covered in a reading. We're going to be doing the subscribers only. I'm going to pick a winner every third of every month. You guys are going to get a 30-minute pre-recorded reading on whatever topic you would like. You'll get it within 24 hours. Okay. So we're getting ready to come up on our first subscribers giveaway. So I'm pretty excited about that. In a couple days. It'll be the day after my birthday. So I'm really excited about this. Also, everything will be timestamped in the comments below. If you would like a personal reading, my email is in the link below. I am working on a website so that it's a lot easier to do the read. It's a lot easier as far as personal readings go. No, I will. Today was a busy day for me. I will. I'm going to figure Discord out, Jamie. But yes, thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you're feeling better today because Jamie, you were a whole mess yesterday. Couldn't type for shit. It was funny. We love you. It was funny. All right. So yeah, anyway, do I need to tell you guys anything else? No, I think that's it. All right. I love you guys. I will be on TikTok tonight in an hour to do free single card readings, and then we do paid readings and all that good stuff. It's always a good time. So if you guys feel like jumping in there, definitely join. If not, I will see you in the next day or two. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Have the best night ever, and I will see you later.